Test, test, test. Hello and welcome back to what is probably the very last session of our Curse of Strahd campaign. Um, all right, well, we are all here and we are ready to go. All right, let me unmute everybody. All right, so we are picking up where we left off last time. We are at the Amber Temple. You all so bravely and valiantly acquired your library card. Let's see, what else happened? Mortimer came and joined you. Oh, there was the giant, the fight at the manor as well. That was pretty intense. You killed a lot of bird people. And yeah, so we are at the Temple. You are in the library, and you have the Tome of Strahd. You are all gathered. You're like kind of in like a little alcove of the library, kind of around a table, and you're all kind of just hunched over the book as you kind of read collectively. So let's see, what's a good way to go about this? So I have a bunch of lore to basically dump on you all, and then if you want to just kind of ask questions afterwards, if there's anything else you would like to know, I think that probably seems like a good way to go about this.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. Okay then. So yeah, you're all looking over the book. Mortimer's got like a little step stool because he's actually not tall enough to like kind of look over all of your shoulders. But yeah, you open the book, and it's a history book basically. It tells Strahd's story. It's like a biography, basically. So yeah, I guess we'll begin. So Strahd was originally a prince and a conqueror. His father was King Barov, and his mother was Queen Ravenovia. Strahd's father was killed by the family's enemies during war. After Strahd's father died, Strahd waged war against the people who killed his father, and him and his armies basically fought them back to a mountainous valley area.
Question.
Yes.
Was he fighting alongside his brother at the time?
He was not. It was him at the head of the army as a conqueror.
Okay.
Yeah, no, his brother was not there.
Does it explain the means by which his father had been killed?
It was just in battle. It was fairly straightforward. Like it wasn't anything suspicious or, yeah, he was just felled in battle. Yeah, feel free to just interrupt with questions as we go as well. That sounds good. Let's see. So yeah, Strahd went and waged war against those who killed his father, and he fought them back to this mountainous valley. After defeating his enemies, Strahd settled in this valley, and he thought it was so beautiful that he named it Barovia in honor of his father, and he made this his new homeland. Strahd's mother. Yes, go ahead.
At a certain point, can Tim is going to lift up a portion of the book and say, "There's got to be an index somewhere. Where's weaknesses? www." And he's going to start like he's like sort of sideways, like looking at the back of the book for like some kind of glossary.
Give me a perception check.
Sure. 17.
17. You go to the front of the book, and there is no glossary. It just went straight into the first chapter.
Oh my god.
Cool. Strahd's mother was fearful of Strahd, who had become cold and arrogant from the war, and she kept Sergei, Strahd's brother, away from him. Strahd's new realm was actually very peaceful after this war, which made Strahd very restless as well, and not wanting to go the way of his father, basically, just like dying. Strahd formed a magical dark pact with the powers of the Shadowfell in exchange for immortality. The pact hadn't been completed yet, but he had made the deal, so it still needed to be completed, but the pact was in place. Strahd brought in a bunch of wizards to Barovia and commanded them to build a giant castle which later became Castle Ravenloft, which he named in honor of his mother. When Strahd finished the castle, he told his mother and brother to come live with him. Sergei made it to Barovia, but Queen Ravenovia died on the way to Barovia. Wow, that was a tongue twister. Strahd grew very fond of a woman in Barovia named Tatiana. He showered her with gifts and attention, but she actually fell in love with Sergei. Because of Strahd's pride, he honored the love that his brother had for Tatiana. However, on the day of the wedding, Strahd looked into a mirror and realized that he had been a fool. And so he killed Sergei and drank Sergei's blood, which completed the pact with the Dark Powers. So he honored his end of the bargain. After killing Sergei, Strahd confronted Tatiana, and her response was to jump off the castle balcony and kill herself, because she wanted nothing to do with him after what he had done to his brother. In this moment, Strahd was... Yes, go ahead.
Are there any illustrations to go along with it?
Absolutely. There's some really horrible illustrations of like a dead person. Strahd's like leaning over like a corpse drinking the blood.
How similar is the representation of Tatiana in the pictures? Are there any pictures of Tatiana? And
yes,
how
there
similar
is.
does she look to the potential or to the burgomaster's daughter?
Irina?
Yes.
Identical.
You see Mo like rubbing his chin like, oh, lover boy.
Question.
Yes.
Is there any information about what happened to the wizards who built Ravenloft?
That's a great question. I'm going to say that there isn't anything particularly on them. It just says that wizards were brought in and they built this castle.
So they're like either the vampires or possibly the hollows or like something like that.
Yeah, it's fair to assume that they like kind of became citizens of Barovia.
Interesting. Okay.
So after killing or after watching Tatiana die, Strahd was filled with grief because he cared about her a lot. And some castle guards saw this as a moment of weakness and took the opportunity to try and rid the world of Strahd. And they shot him full of arrows. One arrow pierced Strahd's heart, but instead of dying, the sky turned dark to night, and Strahd's eyes glowed like a bright red. Strahd had just become a vampire, and he went and chased down every guard who had betrayed him in his castle and killed them all. So this was actually the last time Barovia had ever had sunlight in this realm. It's been night ever since. After killing all of these traitorous guards, Strahd looked into the sky and saw the faces of his mother, father, and brother, and they were all looking down on him, the like cloud faces. They were all looking down on him and judging him for basically dooming the family line.
There are illustrations of all these people, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, definitely. So Barovia, in this act of killing his brother and being killed and fulfilling the pact with the dark powers, Barovia got shoved into an alternate plane of reality, and a thick fog surrounded the realm, and that's how Barovia basically came to be in its current state. There are also dates written in the book, and you see that this book was written hundreds of years ago. It's a very old book. And that's more or less the basic history of Strahd. And then later chapters kind of just talk about like Strahd's like lifestyle, what he likes to do. It also has some stuff on his weaknesses, if you're interested.
Absolutely.
I think we're all very interested.
Okay. Sure.
Taking notes.
In fact, this is now the moment that Mo is finally starting to read the book.
Beautiful. Yeah, so the book it talks a bit about and it's been updated over the years as well. So like the later chapters actually are a little more recent, and they kind of talk about like Strahd's habits, his behaviors, the things he's fond of, and they say that one of the things he's been doing to entertain himself for a while is luring in adventurers to his realm, either to just like test their skills or just to toy with them for fun. But he just likes to Strahd likes to bring in new people to his realm just to have something new to interact with and engage himself with. All right, the moment you've all been waiting for. Strahd's weaknesses are not many, but there are a couple. One of which is sunlight. Sunlight is no good for Strahd, and that's why his realm has been in shadow and darkness and nighttime perpetually for all these hundreds of years. Make sure to write that down. That might come in handy later, guys. You also come across a chapter that says the one and true way to rid the world of Strahd forever. Weird that this is in the book. You would have thought he would like have torn this out or like crossed it out or something. But yeah, maybe he's just been a little arrogant. Did someone just roll something?
No, I'm just taking notes.
Okay, I heard a roll 20 bloop sound. Okay, yeah. It says that the one true way to kill Strahd is to first defeat him in combat. Upon defeating Strahd in combat, he will enter a mist form and retreat to his tomb, which is buried deep under Castle Ravenloft. Upon entering his tomb, you must drive a wooden stake through his heart, and you have 1 hour between when you send him into his mist form and when he revives. So yeah, better be quick. But yeah, wood stake through the heart. You got 1 hour between felling him and finishing him off for good.
And mention the location for his crypt.
It's a bit vague, but it does say it's deep underneath Castle Ravenloft. And that's my
in
lore
the
dump.
descriptions. In the descriptions of he likes to entertain himself by luring in adventurers.
Yes.
Are there accounts of other groups of adventurers that have come in and attempted to defeat him or like joined him?
Yes.
Even?
Yes, that's a great question. I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, there are accounts of each group of champions, as they're called, and you're just looking to see like what happened to them.
Is there information on like are they joining any kind of competition or being used for some kind of like what's the thing the Romans did?
The Romans?
Like a gladiator pit?
Yeah, like is there anything like that?
I will say that all that is listed is the names of each group of adventurers that have come in, as well as, and then next to the name, whether or not they were worthy, whether they were deemed worthy by Strahd.
Ooh.
Are there paintings of these individuals?
I'm gonna say there's absolutely like small little portraits of each of them, and it ranges from like all kinds of characters that you could imagine. Yeah, there's just all kinds of individuals in this
Almost
book.
feels like a kill list a little bit, but that's okay.
Like a what? Oh, a kill list?
Yep.
None of the portraits are like crossed out in any way, I should say.
No big red X's on their faces.
No big red X's on anybody's face.
Cool.
Just the names and whether or not they were worthy and a little picture of them.
Is Isaac in there?
Isaac is in there, and it says not worthy.
How many people were listed as worthy?
Say that again?
How many people are listed as worthy?
Oh, that's a good
like
question.
A ratio.
Oh, okay. Let's say that there's about I'll say about 100 people who are worthy, and the ratio is about say about like 25% are worthy.
Of the 25% that have been deemed worthy, can we do any kind of check to say like, do we recognize any vampires from the council that have appeared before us and see if they look like any of those who are worthy?
Give me an investigation check.
Anyone want to help me?
Yes.
Nice.
Or do you
sorry.
want to help me?
You know what, I'll invoke this way. Tim will point at it as sort of the information of like, oh, like what's like sort of like what's the ratio, and then it's like, wait a second, and then like Tim's just gonna point at the some of the images and be like, don't these guys? I think these guys look kind of familiar. And
Okay.
I'll let Alessandra take the rest.
All right.
Okay.
And I'll use the help action to try and investigate that particular aspect.
Cool.
Oh, hey, how about that? 25, almost an nat 20.
Whoa.
Why am I not seeing your Oh, okay, there we go. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. So, you do notice some patterns. For one thing, most of the groups have either all succeeded or failed together. So, for each group, you see patterns that like the whole group was either worthy or the whole group was not worthy. For the most part, there's a couple exceptions, but for the most part, that's the case. And then you were also trying to see whether or not you recognize any of the faces. I will say, because you rolled so high, for the most part, Strahd's court members tend, or at least the vampires around him, do tend to like keep themselves covered. But you do recognize a couple faces from the list of the worthy.
Okay. All right, and it doesn't give much more in the way of description for the champions, right? In terms of like what they were known for, like strengths and weaknesses.
Um, there's a little like small brief description for each of them. I'll say.
Okay, but not really enough to formulate strategies around.
Gotcha. No, it's mostly just like who they were, what they were like kind of known for.
Okay, I will relay my findings and suspicions. I suppose be like, well, it seems our predecessors were quite the individuals.
Yeah, except for our man Isaac here, pointing at him.
You actually recognize in Isaac's group were a couple of your guards as well.
That explains a lot.
In fact, upon closer look, you see under Isaac's name it says has potential, but then all of the other people in his group just like horrible failures. So like potentially they dragged him down. Does anyone else want to look for anything?
Mo's gonna look over at Apollo and say, I don't suppose that you got something up your sleeve.
Mortimer speaks up and he says, I have something under my sleeve, and he like lifts up his shirt and there's just a giant rash that he starts like scratching.
Great.
But
Oh god.
keep that down.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I just
Why would you
pull
do
out
that?
a leaf to wrap around his arm, and I'm like, just keep that on you for an hour.
Oh, soothing. Is that mint?
No, it's a mix of a few different things. You don't need to know. It's fine. Just, yep.
Hey, thank you, I guess.
I pat him on the head very awkwardly.
Thank you.
You sure you want to touch him?
That's fair. Well, I do have gloves.
That's also fair.
Amazing.
So it's Thee's understanding that this is a pretty important book. Is
Yes.
like the rest of the library kind of like looking at us, like the fact that like we just like went straight in for Strahd's tome, or is everyone just kind of like going on their business?
Everyone's going about their business, and in fact, it looks like from what you've experienced at the library so far, it almost seems like they've all been expecting you.
Well, I have a few ideas.
Yeah.
I say, Strahd wants this book, right?
Yeah, he does.
I'm asking the group.
A general
That is-
nod from the twins.
That's correct.
We leave the book here. We've gotten everything we need from it, and we go report to Strahd right now. And if we're all ready to do what I think we're ready to do, just stay close to me.
Allie's gonna check to make sure she still has the life gem and the vial of holy water that she's been holding on to in her pockets.
Yeah, you definitely still have those.
Then I'm gonna give Andor a grim nod.
As you kind of wrap up this conversation, a black cloud of smoke basically comes in through one of the windows and lands in front of the group. And Aragal, Strahd's steward, appears before you all. And he says, he looks to the group and he says, congratulations on acquiring the tome, Strahd. That is the final challenge that our Lord has given to your group. Congratulations on successfully completing it. Lord Strahd is very happy with you. Please, at your earliest convenience, meet at Castle Ravenloft for your feast, for the feast in your honor. And then with that, he turns back into smoke, and he leaves back the way he came.
I'm
Sure, he was going to
big
try
on
and take the book with him.
privacy these lots.
What did you say?
Not big on privacy this lot.
I was sure he was going to try to take the book with him.
I was going to fucking stab him if he did.
Oh, me too. Oh, me too. Are we done here?
Believe we are.
I agree. I think we're done here too. Mortimer
Nobody asked you,
chimes up.
Morty.
Geez, I don't think for legal reasons we can call me that.
I'm not calling you Mortimer. That's a stupid name.
Geez, that's also fair.
I'm going to go.
How about
give the
Big
book
M?
back to the Lich.
All right. Do you just leave the book like
No,
on the
I'm going
table?
to give the book to the Lich.
Oh, you're giving it to him. Okay. Yeah, so you guys make your way back to the main hall. The Lich is actually still talking because he was like, when you were leaving, he was kind of saying like how glorious it was to have a library card. He's still going on. It's been a solid like maybe 20, 30 minutes. And he's still saying like, I remember when I got my first library card. Oh, you're back. Hello. I didn't notice you left, to be honest. What can I do for you? Did you find what you were looking for?
We did, and we'd like to return this book, and I hold it out for him to take.
You want to return the Tome of Strahd to the library?
Mm-hmm.
You have 3 more days on that book, young man.
We already read it, though, so...
Oh,
That's how libraries work, right? You check books out, and then you check them back in.
that is how libraries work.
So we're checking it back in.
Okay, that's technically allowed. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to take that with you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You sure?
Yeah, we can come back later if we need it. We have
That's a
library card.
fair point. You do have your library card, young man. You all do. You are all welcome back here. And he reaches out and takes the book from you, and he kind of just yeets it over his shoulder, and it like magically flies back into place up on the statue. One second.
It's kind of cool.
I'd like to raise my hand to speak to the large creature man.
The Lich?
Yep.
Oh, yes. You there. Also, let me move us back to the library.
Can you do that with us?
Do what, my
He
dear?
is back to the castle.
Can you throw us and make us go somewhere?
I can try. And he like puts his hand down with like his fingers close together and like kind of indicates for you to like stand in his palm.
I claim it like way a little too enthusiastically.
All right. I'm gonna roll a strength check
Okay.
at disadvantage. This is an old fucking person.
Okay.
Nat
I-
1.
Ooh.
What?
Should I roll dexterity or not? It doesn't even.
Give me a dexterity saving
Okay.
throw.
Instantly dies.
Also a nat one.
Also a nat one. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So he puts you in his hand, and he just kind of like yeet, and you
Just right on a wall.
yeah, you go flying over his shoulder, and then you land on like you know those what are they called, the braziers that have like the fire in them.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you land in like basically the room lighting that has like the spiky like cage around it. You land right on that and take about 5 points of damage. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I think. Hold on.
Timothy will mist form up to like double check and like start like checking like
Uh,
holy shit.
Legs dangling. Like,
Give-
okay, I got it.
Give me a medicine
It's
check,
just-
whoever
it's
wants to
just
look
an
at this.
arm.
Give me a medicine check.
It's okay. Tis but a
Sure.
scratch.
Cool.
Another
That's
nat one? No, I'm kidding.
good enough. You actually watch as the wound heals itself over because of your vampiric powers.
Timmo and Thea all simultaneously face palm like, oh, it wasn't that serious ever, was it?
Oh right, we're immortal.
Oh shit.
I turn into bats and come down, and I'm like, "That it's fine. At least you tried. I appreciate.
I can
that.
try again if you'd like. And he
No,
reaches his.
That's fine. Thank you.
That was really just a warm up, my dear.
I'm clearly not a book. I don't think we work the same way. This
Fair
is
enough.
fine.
Fair enough. And Mortimer speaks up and he says, if we're looking for quick transportation, I got you covered.
Can you
Mortimer.
throw him?
You want the Lich to throw Mortimer?
Yes.
Mortimer looks at you and he says, I don't think this is a great idea.
Throw him. Throw.
Okay, the Lich like holds his arm down at Mortimer, and Mortimer's like, jeez. He climbs into the Lich's hand. The Lich once again does almost exactly the same thing. Thankfully, he misses the brazier this time, but he does just yeet Mortimer over his shoulder, and Mortimer hits a pillar and falls to the ground and takes 2 points of damage. And he looks to the rest of the group and he says, I don't think that's going to heal as fast as yours did.
Probably not. Let's go.
Thank you.
And like Mortimer stands back up and he's like holding his back. He's like, that hurt.
Timothy will walk with Mortimer and like, come on, kid, let's go.
Amazing. Okay, where's the group
I'll
heading?
slap another leaf on his back just for good measure. Small leaves.
Amazing. Okay, where's the party heading?
Back to I guess where we came from with the Rictus and Mortimer door.
Yeah,
Sounds
since
good.
That was apparently as close as we could get.
Yeah, sounds good. Mortimer, he once again says, all right, I got us covered. And he like, in like the coolest thing he's ever done yet, he snaps his finger and a portal opens in a doorway in front of you. And he says, I'll lead the way. And he immediately trips over his shoelace and smacks his face into the stone floor. And as he stands back up, his nose is like covered in blood.
Mo will say to him, hey kid, would it be better if I gave you a gift? Make it all so you
A
feel a little
gift.
better.
I love gifts.
He hands him a shovel and says, don't make me make you use it. Now let's go.
That's a weird gift. Thank you. Amazing. Yeah, so there's a portal now leading to Rictus and Mortimer's, just in like a nearby doorway.
I step in.
Cool. All right, the group enters the door, and we are back in Rictus and Mortimer's. Once I just scroll through my hundreds of fucking slides. Nope, that's the outside. Cool. All right, we are in Rictus and Mortimer's. The place is empty and unlit, just as it was left. Rictus is nowhere to be seen.
I want to go into the back room and just see what's in there.
Okay. Yeah, you go into the back room, and there's just like boxes, some shelves with items on them, and there's like a chest. Oh God, what just happened to Mortimer? Yeah.
It's all the leaves.
Oh, it's.
Are
Yes.
there any like crazy experiments or like a spell book or something?
Give me an investigation check.
Cool.
In a corner, there are two little spaces. One is labeled Rictus, and the other is labeled Mortimer. And on Rictus's side of this like little like container, is just a fat blunt. And Mortimer's
Of
side
course.
just has some like buttons.
Oh,
Just like
buttons.
yeah, just buttons for like a shirt.
Aha. Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
Well,
Mortimer.
kid, since your uncle's not here, or since your grandfather's not here, how are we gonna get anywhere?
Same way as always. I mean, the door, right? Where you want to go?
Oh, I thought you couldn't drive this thing.
I mean, I'm not exactly the driver, but I kind of know how to, reach for the pedals, I guess. I don't know. Is that a good metaphor? I don't know.
I feel like we're gonna crash.
Depends on if we got a stack of books from the library for you to reach the pedals with.
I'm a big boy and I can reach the pedals on my own. Where are we going?
I guess the town of Ravenloft, right? That was where
Castle Ravenloft?
or
The village of Barovia?
the village of Barovia, wherever Rictus and Mortimer's was originally.
Gotcha. So it's about like an hour's walk from the village of Barovia to Castle Ravenloft. That's where you want to go?
Does anyone have any other preparations they want to do before we head to Strahd?
Well, Rictus is nowhere to be found, so no.
True.
We have the sun sword, right? Like we're good
Yes.
on
You do,
getting
yeah.
sunlight. Okay.
The sun sword actually has.
Are we still at Rictus's and Mortimer? Sorry.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Hey kid, do you have any wooden stakes?
Wooden stakes. Of course I
Yep.
got wooden stakes. And then Mortimer goes into the back room, comes back with a chair, and he just starts snapping legs off the chair. And then he grabs a knife and he starts like sharpening the edges. And he says, as he's doing this, he says, "How many you guys need?"
1, 2, 3.
Allie's gonna go grab another chair, break it, and start whittling it away with them.
All three of the kobolds will
4,
assist.
6.
7.
4 or 6. Take as many as you need, I guess. Oh, this is fun being bad. Normally Rictus gets mad at me when I break things.
We need
Is that so?
But we're
Jasper.
cool.
We need Jasper, Allie, me, Timothy, and the monkey.
And the monkey.
Uncas.
I just want the monkey to be the one
as
who
you're like
finalizes it.
As you're like pointing around the room at everybody doing your count, Mortimer's like, "Don't forget me."
Do you really want to come face Strahd with us?
Oh yeah, we're a badass group of adventurers. We can take him.
I guess we need 8 wooden stakes then.
Mortimer goes back and grabs more chairs.
Wouldn't we only need 2 chairs?
Not if Allie starts chucking some of the random bits of wood at anything that looks remotely breakable.
All right. Yeah, everyone finishes breaking chairs and sharpening sticks. Yeah, you now have all the wooden stakes you could possibly desire, which is specifically 8.
Yes, no more, no less.
No more, no less. All right, are we ready to go?
I give Timothy and Jasper each 1 flask of holy water. Because I have 4 of them.
Ooh,
Do
nice
you say
drink.
anything as you hand it to us?
No.
Okay, I'm immediately gonna go, "Oh, thanks," and I'm gonna open it to drink it.
Don't drink the holy water.
Did you drink it? Jasper drank the holy water?
It probably met my lips.
Okay. It's water, or it doesn't do anything specific to you. It just is normal holy water.
Normal holy water.
Normal holy water.
Sorry, I only took a sip. I promise. I'm sorry.
All right.
All right. Are we ready to go?
After you.
All right. And then Mortimer clicks his heels together and he's like, "There's no place like Rictus and Mortimer's. There's no place like Rictus and Mortimer's. There's no place like Rictus and Mortimer's." And the door makes a loud banging sound. And a door with no frame basically opens on the far end of the drawbridge of Castle Ravenloft.
Allie's gonna hang back as everybody's leaving for just a second.
Cool.
I'm gonna walk out the door and let Allie do her thing.
Yeah.
Timothy will follow closely, following Apollo's previous suggestions.
That's good. Isn't it letting me zoom down? Okay, cool. Yeah, the door opens here by the drawbridge. Allie, what do you want to do in Rictus and Mortimer's?
I'm gonna take one of those candles and toss it at whatever looks most flammable on my way out.
Okay, sure. Why not?
I'm gonna make sure that like everybody's out.
Yep.
I'm gonna be as sneaky as possible before I
Sure.
just real quickly leave and shut the door behind me.
Sure. Yeah. Are you trying to prevent anyone from seeing you do this?
Yeah.
Give me a stealth check at advantage.
Ooh, at advantage.
At advantage. Nobody's expecting this. At least I wasn't. You caught me by surprise. I'll give you advantage for that. Yeah,
an 18.
perfect. Yeah, nobody expects this. Everyone walks out the door before you, and you are free to grab a candle and just chuck it. In fact, there's a little pile of like pictures that like Mortimer has clearly drawn, but it's like a bunch of papers like in a pile, and that's what you assume is most flammable. So you just burn up a bunch of Mortimer's like drawings. And yeah, the fire starts to spread as you close the door.
Cool.
And then as
bye.
you close the door, the like portal you've just come through disappears. Mortimer is none the wiser at what you've just done.
He's got that, right?
Mortimer's out here with you. He joined you.
Oh.
Allie did not just throw Mortimer in a burning building, just to clarify.
I'm not a monster. Just
Yeah, Allie or Jasper like turns around. It's like, oh, Mortimer, you're with us. Like,
Child.
straight behind you. All right, let's do it. And you see a bunch of lights on in the castle, and above the drawbridge door, the gatehouse, I think is the technical term. Anyways, don't quote me on that. The internet's gonna yell at me later. Is just a banner that says "Welcome to your celebration feast."
Before we go in, I'm gonna look at Mortimer, and this small child is completely defenseless. And I'm gonna hand him my crossbow and be like, "Here, use this."
Okay, I was gonna say Mortimer needs to do a strength check to see if he can hold it. He rolled a nat. He rolled a nat fucking 20.
Yeah.
So Mortimer grabs this. I was gonna. Yeah, he pulls the thing back. He puts a bolt in it, and he's just holding it like a badass. He's like, "I'm ready to go. I've used these before."
Oh god. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
You'll
Alright.
do great, kid.
Yep. Amazing. Okay, cool. Does the party... yeah, presumably the party makes their way towards the castle.
Yep.
Mortimer has a crossbow. The monkey's holding a wooden stake, I guess. All right. Beautiful. Yeah, as you cross this comically large bridge, and you see the welcome banner, beneath the banner, right in front of the doorway, you do see Aragol as you approach the castle, and he's wearing a little party, a birthday hat, that kids would have at their children's party, and yeah, he's just got this little weird birthday hat, and there's the weird sign up, and there's balloons here too, and he just looks at the group and he says, "Yes, welcome, champions. You welcome to your feast in your honor. Please follow me."
I have ignored him during his speech, and I've kept walking the direction that I remember from our first day here.
Is this the butler?
This is the butler, Aragol. Yeah, here, let me, for old time's sake, I'm gonna put him on screen.
Awesome. Hi, Edward.
Yes, dear. Hello, welcome. Congratulations on your accomplishments.
Thanks.
Is he holding that wine glass?
Yeah, he has never put this wine glass down.
I
Nor
am
can.
gonna
go ahead.
push it so that it spills all over him as
Uh,
I walk on by following Apollo.
he looks down and he's like, he just accepts it. And as you all walk past him, ignoring him, or as at least the two of you, he like points to a little table with some party hats on it. And he says, "Please feel free to take one."
I'm gonna like stop in my
I-
tracks, just turn to Aragol and be like, "Is that wine or is it blood? Is it?"
He looks down and he says, "Would you like a taste?" And it's just, he's like pointing at his shirt, which is just like covered in spilt
I'll do
blood.
like a finger swipe.
Yeah, it's definitely blood. Yeah.
Ah, interesting. It's not bad. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then Apollo, you said you're gonna go retrace the steps you remember from before.
From the first day we were here to the
Yeah.
to the feast room, I guess. Yes. And
So
also, as we pass the table of party hats, I'm going to produce flame and light them on fire.
Love it. By the way, you all had a long rest, so yeah, feel free to reset your stuff. I'm pretty sure y'all rested before you went to the Amber Temple, and if you didn't, we're gonna say you did. So, yep. Cool. Yeah, you light the table on fire. Aragol like looks at it and he's like, "All right, well, somebody's a little grumpy." You hear him saying like under his breath.
Tim will exclaim, "Well, if I had known that rich people parties were going to be this cool, I would have tried to sneak into more."
And then Aragol's gonna look to Timothy and he's gonna say, "Well, at least someone's in the partying spirit."
Is there just like a vase or a statue around?
The hallways are lined with suits of armor.
You just sort of like ignoring like the whole like, yes, someone's in the partying spirit.
Yeah.
Mo will just like lean over, like turn his torso to like whip Tim to just absolutely like deck a single suit of armor. I don't need to knock it down necessarily,
Sure.
but
give me a strength check just for fun.
Sure. There we go.
You push it over and it does fall over and it makes a very loud noise. And you see Aragol kinds of flinches at the sound, but he ignores it.
Tim, of course, looks at Apollo and Alessandra for approval.
Oh, Allie looks back at the noise and just gives him a wink and a shitty man.
Amazing.
Apollo's way too focused. He's just beelining towards.
Amazing.
Realizing the focus, Timothy will stack back up properly and continue walking.
Very nice, very nice. As you're walking, you actually see behind you, Mortimer has actually like put out the first fire you did, and then he's actually like trying to put the statue back up, like the suit of armor back up. He's trying to like upright it. As you're, right away, and he like drops it and makes another really loud noise. So you make your way through the hallway, and the path you took last time, it feels different, and you're not really sure why. You don't. None of the paths seem the same as last time, I should say. And Aragol kind of goes in front. And he says, "Follow me right this way."
I follow him.
Sure. Cool. Yeah, and he leads you down some paths you don't really remember. And you start to hear organ music, basically, as you come up to a set of giant double doors. And Aragol says, "Right through this door, please." And the doors swing open. And the music kind of comes out to greet you, basically, as you enter.
I keep striding. I assume is Strahd at the organ keyboard
Yes,
in there?
absolutely.
I
Strahd,
keep striding towards him.
you're going towards Strahd?
Yeah.
Let me describe the room first. Okay, so yeah, you come into this room. On your right is a stairwell going down. On your left is a stairwell going up. There are twin gargoyle statues on both sides of you as you make your way into this door. They're very large. Across from you is a giant hearth and a very long dining table. Strahd's entire court or as much as you remember, lines the wall, waiting basically. And Strahd is just at the giant organ affixed to one of the walls, and he looks to you and he says, "Welcome." And as he turns to you, he's got oh shoot, what was his name? The piano player. He's got just comical like 70s glasses.
Elton John?
Yeah, Elton John. He's got like Elton John glasses. Sorry, yep. Anyways, yeah, he looks to you. He's got
Sorry,
Elton John glasses.
Ray Charles.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Yes. You get the gist. Imagine whatever you like. He's got comical glasses on. And he says, "Welcome to your party." And he stops playing. Yeah.
In the middle of him talking, I'm going to touch the holy symbol of Ravenkind and cast Beacon of Hope.
Beacon of Hope. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so you're using Ravenkind as a catalyst.
It's just like I'm
symbol.
using my holy symbol as my spellcasting.
Sure,
focus,
sure.
so.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so you're just gonna straight up attack Strahd?
Ooh.
No, this is a buff for the party.
Oh, it's a buff for the party. Gotcha.
Nice.
So this bestows hope and vitality. Okay.
So
let's see.
I choose Tim, Mothi, Allie, Jasper, and Morty, and me,
And the monkey.
Ooh,
and the monkey.
monkey.
Okay, and so let's see. For the duration, each target has advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws. Means the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. Okay.
You name the monkey Strahd.
Very nice. Very nice. Cool. Yeah, you cast that on the party, and Strahd sees you do this. And he says, "Well, that's an interesting thing for you to cast. Let's
And
start our feast
I
first."
keep walking towards Strahd.
And yeah, as you
Timothy
like,
is close behind.
okay, as there's a giant feast laid out on this table, by the way, and
care.
at the head of the table is Irina. She's a vampire. And Strahd is ignoring what you're doing, by the way, and he makes his way to the head of the table next to Irina.
You can
and
do whatever Strahd speech you want to do. Let me know when I get within 30 feet of Strahd.
Okay, sure. Strahd sits down as you're just like walking towards him. He sees what's happening. It says, and he's like, actually, because he sees that like he knows what you're gonna do, or he has an idea. Yeah, he actually like kind of revises his speech and like kind of tries to speak quickly and says, "Okay, welcome to your feast. We are here to celebrate all of your accomplishments. Before you do this, I have a proposition for each and every one of you. Seems like you're in a hurry, so I guess well, I wanted to do the feast first. I was gonna call out all of your achievements. Seems like we're not doing that. That's unfortunate. That makes me a bit sad. Okay, well, anyways, I have two offers for you. One, you can
Am I
join
within
my
30 feet yet? This is a lot of words.
No, he is talking real fast. Let me have this.
It's like
You're-
the post credit of a fucking like 4 easy payments, 1999. Not
yeah. It's exactly that. Yeah. Strahd's like,
Before I kill you, let me present you my PowerPoint on why I'm evil.
right. Yeah. Strahd's like, but before you attack me, I have two offers for you. Number one, you could join my court and live forever and be an awesome vampire. Number two, and he snaps his fingers, and the door you just came through becomes a portal. Leading back to the tavern where you all first met. And he says, or you can leave and go about your lives as you did before. And he like calms down for that last part. You are now within 30 feet.
I look back to the group. And
Jasper's eyes are just so wide, just like completely deer in the headlights. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Allie is scoping the place out right now.
Sure.
Can you guys, I guess, make an insight check?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it. Yeah, go
Follow.
for it.
Ooh.
11, okay.
Even with a +5, dang.
13.
I guess, are you trying to lie? Because then
No.
that
Okay,
is the
I just,
problem.
you guys see in Apollo's eyes that he does not give a shit anymore, and regardless of the two options, he's going to attack. And if you guys want either of those two options, now is the time to speak up.
The third option, of course, is the feast. And like the chair is kind of like scoot back on their own to like let you sit down if you choose to, of course.
If no one says anything in 6 seconds, Apollo's going to attack.
Cool. Yeah.
So
The rest of the party.
Out? Is it just Strahd and Arena?
No, it's here. I'll move us to the battle map. It is Strahd, Irina at the. Look at me, fucking hoping y'all will sit down at this fucking table, Lamau. Put yourselves wherever you want. Does not matter.
I got 30 feet.
Yeah. Go ahead and put yourself. I'm assuming you're all just kind of like walking forward. Oh, why is the monkey huge? Oh, I selected both of you. Sorry. Sorry, what was I saying? There's vampires fucking everywhere. Strahd and Irina are sitting at the head of the table. There is food all over this table, like a giant feast has been laid out for you. But yeah, behind you is let me get some colors going. Behind you is a portal that just leads back to the tavern where you first met, outside of Barovia. And then, in front of you is this table, and Strahd has made an offer to invite you into his court, and invited you to a very nice feast that he's put together. But yeah, there's vampires everywhere. It's it's a big portion of his court. Yeah.
Timothy has one, a two-parter.
Sure, go for it.
Tim will put a quick hand on Apollo's shoulder and ask, will we still be vampires?
You're asking Strahd?
Yeah.
He looks to you and he calmly says, yes, you will be a vampire forever.
Tim will then look back at Jasper and say, so immortal life?
Jasper?
So immortal life under no service.
What are there conditions?
Strahd looks to you and he says, there are no conditions. You may go forth into the world as my vampire spawn, or you may join my court and live here as a very powerful lord of the realm.
Are there responsibilities as a court person?
I'll have occasional tasks for you here and there, but nothing crazy. Few errands, nothing much. It's a life of luxury, honestly. And he actually gestures to the rest of his court members around him and he says, everyone around here was an adventurer like yourself at one point. These are all the ones that were worthy, and you have all been invited here because you too are worthy. And that is why I offer you this feast in your honor, as well as the choice to either join me or leave freely of your own choice.
Are there murder-related tasks?
Only if you want to. Up to you. But no, I won't tell you to kill anyone if you don't wish to.
Torture-related?
No torture. We don't do that here. Unless you're into it. Up to you. I won't make you do that. Take your time. I know it's a hard choice. You, young man, and he points to Mortimer, who's actually, as y'all are talking, he's just like made his way to like a seat at the corner, and he just starts eating. The monkey actually joins him as well.
Where did he put the crossbow? Just on the side?
Yeah, he just like set it down next to him. And he looks to Strahd and says, oh, this is great food. Thank you, sir. I'll join your court. And Strahd looks at him like the offer very much wasn't for him, but he's just going to let this child eat the food.
With Jasper's current reaction right now, with all the information, what does Jasper look like? They're like thinking about, because Tim has not broken eye contact after asking like, hey, like, we could just go kind of question.
Roll insight.
Sure. What does a 15 get me?
Definitely like considering it, but a little bit of like fear and just kind of darting the eyes to like Apollo and Irina, kind of knowing like these people are very serious, and if I cross over, I also create an enemy with people that I've been with for a long time, and just kind of like not wanting to create an immediate enemy, but also realizing this offer sounds pretty good.
Allie's gauging both of them with like just a stone mask for a face right now.
Is it like intimidating?
Totally impassive.
Oh God.
Let's see.
What's Apollo? Is Apollo just staring Strahd down?
I have turned back to the group and I'm waiting on what you guys are doing. I'm not
What's your
acknowledging
face?
Strahd. Again, I'm going to attack. Like I'm letting you guys do what you do, but I don't want to give out too much out of character. But like, yeah, Apollo's gonna attack.
Strahd looks to you and he's like the group, and he says, "Take your time. This is a lot, really. Feel free to have a seat and talk about it. Grab a meal."
As soon as Strahd says "have a seat," Apollo's eyes go wide. Do not take a seat.
Who do you say that to?
I don't say it out loud. That's just what his eyes are saying.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh God!
Like,
just like
get
the
out or
mother
stand
staring you
next to us.
down,
If-
like
if
you're in
you're-
trouble.
If you're gonna leave. If you're gonna join Strahd. But no one's touching that food before I get my attack out.
As you're all kind of discussing, Strahd actually speaks up as well. And he says, if you choose to join me, he's going to say, if some of you choose to join me and some of you don't, I won't make those of you who join me fight your friends. You can sit this one out. I would never
Mo
make
would like
friends
to
fight
give-
amongst each other.
Mo would like to give Jasper the look of like, we could just, like, get him.
You can all attack me if you wish. I really don't mind. I think that could be kind of fun too. Strahd says.
Okay, I want to make. I don't know if it's a history check. I want to see if in the book there's been accounts of anybody trying to kill Strahd before.
Which book? The one you left at the library?
Yes, like I'm trying to remember, like when we were back there, did we
Oh,
read
you're trying to.
about that?
Okay, give me a history check because you left the book there. Holy fuck! All right.
Let's
Sorry.
go.
Tell me exactly what information you want.
I just want to know: has anybody tried to kill Strahd before? How many unsuccessful attempts, clearly unsuccessful, have there been?
You remember from the book, or let's see. The book didn't actually specify what. Let's see. Yeah, the book didn't specify what happened to people. But because you rolled so well on history, I will say, as a general knowledge that you've picked up just from being in the realm, you're trying to see what happens if you fight Strahd and lose?
No, I'm trying to see if there's been like 200 people who have tried and failed, or if there's been like one attempt or no attempts yet.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll give you this then. I'll say people have definitely tried to fight Strahd.
Do I know how many, or was it just not recorded?
A lot of people have definitely tried to fight Strahd.
Okay, I want to make one last roll.
Yeah,
I
go
want
for
to
it.
look at one of the vampires who was
Sure.
here, like one of the former adventurers. I want to get a vibe check. I want to see, like, does this look like a happy person?
Sure,
Does
yeah,
this
go
look
for
like
it.
someone who's giving me a good vibe?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Sure. Roll an insight at advantage. Yeah.
Ooh.
Woo.
You look around the room and you see that while the vampires are all kind of like standing at attention, I guess, or just like they're kind of standing in like a almost like a militaristic kind of way, where they're like they're guards here, and they're like the honor guard, I think is the word for it, where like they are supposed to like look fancy basically, but they all like very much look aware of their situation. Nobody here is looking like angry or upset or like sad. Everyone here seems to be I mean, that's a pretty high insight. Nobody here looks upset to be here, and they all look fully conscious and like aware of their current situation. And a few people, actually, you know what? A few people are actually smiling at the group, at you guys, at your group, and they're looking at you with high hopes.
Okay. I am gonna look back to Timothy, who's kind of tried to do the like, oh, we could just kill him thing. Still a very like deer in the headlights thing of like I have to make a big decision very instantly, and it's just too much in a single moment to do. But with that quick gathering of information, I think still with a very like deer in the headlights expression, Jasper's just gonna like shake their head and take a quick step back.
Okay, go ahead and move your character. As you're doing this, Mortimer kind of like chirps up and he says like, "Wow, this food is amazing. Thank you, Lord Strahd." And Strahd like looks. Strahd like kind of Strahd is still looking at the group, but like you see like out of the corner of his eye, he like sees Mortimer talking. He's just like, "What is happening?"
Tim removes his hand from Apollo's shoulder and turns to face Strahd.
Okay.
Unless Allie's going to do anything, that's Apollo's cue.
I
Allie?
was waiting to get the party started.
All right. I cast Hold Vampires using Holy Symbol of Ravenkind.
Cool. I was hoping you'd do that. That's hilarious. Okay, give me a moment.
So everyone in the party has to make a DC
party members
wisdom
too. Yeah.
saving throw, but you have advantage because of the Beacon of Hope.
Let's see.
Wow.
That's 30 feet. You said.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where are you? 30 feet. That's not going to reach any of the vampires on the outside.
That's fine. They can't hit me this turn.
Yeah.
Why is it still
see,
rolling
okay.
inside, even though I clicked wisdom? Hold on.
Cool. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'll let you make that first turn. Everybody go ahead and roll.
Oh, thank God for that advantage.
Yeah, everybody roll initiative, by the way.
Nice.
Whoa.
Strahd is going to be the top of the turn order after this round, by the way. Okay, so that's everyone's saves.
Woo.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So yeah, hold vampires, 30 feet.
What was the wisdom save on that again?
It's 15. A DC 15.
Okay, thank God.
So yeah, so Jasper's good, Allie's good, Apollo's good, and oh no, sorry, that's initiative. So yeah, Apollo's good, Tim's good, Timothy's good, Allie just barely, and Jasper. Okay, you're all safe. Yeah, awesome. Mortimer's gonna say, "Oh, that tickled. What was that?" And he's just gonna continue eating. And then initiative. Let me write that order down.
Oh, I didn't roll initiative.
Yeah, make sure to do that. Okay,
7.
Cool. And let me just put this in my notes. The order.
Oh my God, Brian, this is gonna be insane. Hold
on. That's.
I mean, apparently Strahd gets to go first, anyways. But yeah,
well,
Strahd will go first after this. Yeah,
we'll see. Well, you'll. I think you know what you smell what I'm stepping in, right? You know what's happening here.
Oh, we're getting some rogue buddy cop action here.
Oh. That's 23.
We'll wait for Strahd to do his thing. We'll wait for him.
Jasper, I'm sorry, I'm so bad at looking numbers and doing them with my brain.
I know.
What's the fuck? Okay, Strahd. Okay, Apollo's last. Mortimer and Monkey. Mortimer is gonna also be last because he hasn't even noticed that the fight has started. By the way, Mortimer. Okay, I think that's everyone. Cool. And then I get to roll. It's a DC 15 for the saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
DC 15, and it's a wisdom saving throw. Cool. All right. Well, let's see. Wisdom saving. I get some fun little perks with saving throws. My wisdom saving throw is a +7. So that's going to be interesting. Nice. And then, cool, that's a +7. Okay, Strahd has failed that. However, Strahd also has legendary resistance, which gives him the ability to succeed 3 failing saves a day. So I choose to succeed that and lose one of my legendary resistances.
Did you roll for Irina as well?
I will
Is
roll
she in the
for
fight?
Irene. She failed, and she didn't look like she was going to make any attempt to join this fight, anyways. Okay, cool. And yeah, so yeah, you guys, everyone here seems to have succeeded. That minus Irina, but she wasn't planning on joining us anyways. Okay, very nice. Is there any? Let's see. Anything else you'd like to do on that turn?
That's all I can do.
That's all you can do?
That's my action.
That is your turn then. All right. All right. Strahd's turn is up. He will look to the group and he will say, all right, well, I kind of saw this coming, but oh, there's one thing I forgot to mention. As he's saying this, he starts standing up. He says, I forgot to mention, if I best you in combat, you will join my court by force. And as he stands up to his full height, the back of his robes, you hear a tearing sound, and big, like, demonic wings basically come out of his back. And he has this very, like, imposing figure, silhouetted, mind you, by the hearth. So it's bright like firelight coming behind these giant bat-like wings. Yeah, Strahd stands
Taylor
up.
must fucking hate you.
Who?
Your Taylor must fucking hate you.
All right, let's see. For reference, just out of context, I'm staring at about like 15 fucking spell cards right now, so I've got a lot of choices to make. All right, let's see. So,
Trust me. All of those options are not as good as what me and Brian are about to do to this poor guy.
to Strahd, the poor guy Strahd.
The poor guy Strahd. Look at him.
Okay, well, he stood up, and let's see.
S prison shank.
Let's see. Strahd will stand up. He has his bat wings extend. He raises his arms and he says, children of the night and the unholy, come protect your master. And I'm going to roll 3d6. Cool. I rolled a 12.
Of 3d6.
Yep. And I rolled a 1 on a d4, that one, which is great. Okay. And I'm going to use... Sorry, there's so many fucking things. Let's see. Strahd's
12
move.
things and 1 health each.
What's that? 12 things. Let's see.
So,
what's up?
people have attacked Strahd in the past.
Yeah.
If they failed, which all of them did, they all have to join Strahd's court by force.
Yeah, that's correct.
But Jasper's insight made it seem like none of the ones here were mad about it.
They grew to love the place.
Okay.
By force.
But
Fucking gaslighted into
they've all been here a while. Okay.
This guy's name
Strahd.
is Stockholm. I mean,
Strahd's going to use his turn to leap over the table. Yeah, just in front of the table. Okay, I think that's his turn. All right, up next we have Allie.
Alrighty. Let's see here. So I guess I'm looking across at Tim, Mo, and Dean, trying to get some idea about what they're thinking.
Tim is already looking at you, and he's giving you the get in there eyes.
All right. Allie's not going to waste any more time then. Short sword in hand.
Yep.
She is going to move up here.
Yep.
And we will use I doubt this is going to work, but we're going to go ahead and use the insightful fighting feature
Go for it.
just to try to get my sneak attack damage. So
Go for
Strahd
it.
needs to make a deception check
Okay.
against my
Deception
insight
is
check.
is that wisdom?
It'd be a charisma plus
Charisma.
proficiency. They have proficiency in that, and you need to beat a 23.
Cool. I just looked at what I rolled. I rolled a 2 and I have a +4, so definitely failed.
All right, and I'm.
Oh wait, sorry.
gonna
This
get in
was
there.
not a saving throw, was it?
No, it's a
Okay,
check.
advantage on strength. Okay, no, cool. Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's a
Go for it.
contested roll. So,
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
alrighty. And let's see here. Short sword, go. Oh, rip. 10. To
Is
hit.
that's to hit?
Ooh.
That. I
Hits.
believe I remember.
He's got to have more than 10
Yeah,
AC.
no, that definitely does not hit.
Yeah, I know.
Let's get a fresh page for this fight.
Alrighty. Yep, and that's my turn.
Cool.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. 1 second. Strahd is going to use a legendary action
Oh.
to let's see. Strahd is going to Strahd's gonna bite Allie.
Oh.
Let me see. So that's a melee weapon attack, but I get a +9 to hit.
Fuck.
And I rolled a 16 + 9.
I'm gonna use my reaction, my warding flare, to make
Okay.
him roll a disadvantage.
To make me roll at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a 16 + 9, and then that's I can do math in my head. I rolled a 12.
Still gonna hit, but
That's
I'm
still
gonna
gonna hit?
use my reaction to have the damage that he does against me.
Cool,
The
sounds
12
good.
hits.
He rolled a 12, but +9, that'd be 21, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or did you roll a 2? Please tell me you rolled a 2.
No, sorry, I rolled a fucking 3. Sorry, the total was
Yeah.
12.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, the total was 12. Sorry.
All right, I don't use my reaction because you don't hit me.
Yeah, sounds good. Cool. Okay. Okay.
I'm like, you just told us your AC. A 12 can't hit.
I know. It's like, wait, no,
I
this
thought
doesn't.
he meant he rolled a 12.
No.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that was my my legendary action. So up next now, I think is next up is Jasper.
It's Timothy next.
Is it? Dude, I'm
I have
fucking.
23 initiative.
Yep,
Yep.
I can't
I
fucking read.
think realizing that like the choices are join the court or
Join the court.
join the court, I think I'm like, okay, I at least want to help my friends and honor the fact that like they've been helping me throughout all this time. Okay,
Wait,
It's Tim's turn.
It's
Timothy's
Timothy.
turn. Sorry, I forgot to add Timothy to the order that I wrote down. I'm sorry.
However, going off of that, Timothy will look back at Jasper to gauge their willingness to engage, and just give a sort of like, "I hope you'll come with us," and charge in with Allie.
Cool. Yeah, make your move.
That's a 27 to hit.
Ooh.
Let's see. That definitely hits.
God, I hope so.
For 21 damage, nice.
21
And-
damage.
That's piercing damage.
That is piercing damage.
1 second. I'm very sorry. That's yeah. No, Strahd's immune.
What?
I will show you this later, but yeah, Strahd takes 0 damage from that.
Oh, so what happens when Timothy attempts to go in and start slicing?
Timothy goes up to start cutting Strahd, and you do actually make contact with his flesh because, yeah, you definitely hit him. But nothing happens. You slash your daggers across his flesh, and no marks are left.
Okay. Timothy will immediately look at Alessandra and give the most panicked eyes she's ever seen him make, and he'll take his bonus action to disengage and go 1, 2, 3.
Cool.
For his
Strahd's
last
gonna.
3.
Yeah, very nice. Strahd's gonna use a legendary action to also disengage. And where are we gonna go? Yeah, Strahd's going to disengage, and he's going to basically teleport in front of you and say, "Not so fast."
Okay, so he's teleporting. He's not disengaging off his turn.
Sorry,
He's
he is moving. He's disengaging as a legendary action. He gets to move, but it also does not provoke opportunity attacks.
He gets to do that off turn.
Yeah, it's a legendary action. Strahd moves up to his speed without provoking opportunity attacks, and that was a legendary action.
Okay. I hope he has very few of those left. The panicked glance that was once given to Alessandra is immediately given to Jasper.
As this happens, by the way, a couple of the vampires around the room kind of are like chuckling and smiling and having a good time with this. Irina has actually, not yet. Never mind.
Yeah, that's all of Timothy's turn.
Cool. Up next is Jasper.
Cool. I'll mist over here.
Cool. Ooh, nice little flare. I like that.
And I will throw an Eldritch Blast.
Very nice. Go for it.
And miss.
You did. Yeah, that does miss.
Yep. That's it.
All right.
And I guess if possible, because I'm just so close to these vampires, I want to like take a quick glance just to gauge.
Go ahead and give me an insight check. They're smiling and having a great time with this. They're actually looking at you like directly. They're making eye contact and they're smiling at you like this is a fun thing that they're watching.
Are they smiling like, oh, this is like a fun little event that I'm watching, or are they smiling in a like warm, inviting way, like, oh?
It's definitely the latter. It's a warm, inviting smile.
Okay.
I mean, some of them are also just having a good time with this, but yeah, it's a warm invitation.
It's not a like, oh, I'm laughing down upon you.
No, absolutely not. No, not at all. No, it's a very, very friendly smile and like, yeah, no, it's
Does it
it's
look
not.
like they're cheering me on, or no?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, interesting. That's all. Yeah.
All right, very nice. I believe up next is let's see, Apollo. Let's see, you did open. I'll give it to you. Fuck it, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to stay where I am and expend 5 of my charges on the Holy Symbol of Ravenkind to turn on its sunlight feature.
Oh, dude, holy fuck. Hold on. Go pull out my notes. Okay. Let's see. That is your action, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, cool. Just letting you know. Yeah, so it's a 30-foot radius, and it is pure sunlight. And let's see what that does to vampires. Let's see. Everyone within 30 feet takes 20 radiant damage.
20?
20.
Oof.
20.
Is there a saving throw for that?
Nope.
Okay.
No, doesn't look like it. Yeah.
Yikes.
Every vampire here takes 20 radiant damage.
Toasty.
And this is per turn.
Spicy.
Yeah, that's everyone except Mortimer and the lad. Okay. Let me add that. And at the end of this turn order, if you are still in sunlight, you will not gain your 5 hit points back.
Oh.
Okay. Very nice. Let's see. That was your turn. Do you have bonus actions you want to take?
I do not.
Okay, cool. Then up next is Mortimer. Mortimer, if anyone is looking at Mortimer, they see him quickly horking down food. Like, this is an amazing meal that he's never had before. And yeah, he is just eating really quickly. He sees that the fight's happening, and he like looks around. He's like, "Oh, I guess it's my turn. Oh, geez." And he like quickly picks up the crossbow, turns around to face Strahd. He also sees that you're all looking very uncomfortable from this sunlight that just blasts into the room. The vampires around the edge of the room are all kind of shielding their eyes, but they seem okay. And Mortimer, that's a 5 to hit. Mortimer shoots a crossbow bolt into the back wall over here, and he says, geez, that didn't go too well. And he just sits back down and continues eating. Let's see. All right, that's the end of the turn order. Nobody regains health on this turn. And you can, for Apollo, you can use your action to disengage, not disengage, what's it fucking called? To turn off the sunlight.
I know.
Cool. Or no, wait, I'm sorry. It says no action required. Cool. You can use that on your turn, no action required. Okay, back to the top of the turn order. Oh, sorry. First, okay, so yeah, we're back to the top of the turn order, and you hear a rumbling sound coming from the front door, from behind the portal, but not necessarily through the portal, just from. Actually, the portal's closed. Let's go with that. The portal's closed. 12 wolves come running through the front door. And let me just go look up their stats. Let's get some tokens for these bad boys. As the wolves come charging into the room, Strahd says, yes, it's the children of the night that I called. Where the fuck are the wolf tokens? There they are. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Giant pack of wolves comes bursting through the doors, and I'll put them at like the end of the turn order. Let's see. That is not Strahd's turn. For Strahd's turn, he's going to cast a spell. Well, he's going to say, young man, put out that light. That's too bright. In like a jovial kind of manner. And then he's going to cast. The name of this spell. Oh, where did the card go? Oh, I was fucking holding it. Cool. Good stuff, guys. Okay, Strahd's going to cast Mirror Image, which creates 3 illusionary duplicates of himself. And yeah, when you make your attacks, you'll have to roll a d20 to determine whether or not you hit Strahd or one of the images. So I'm going to put 3 more Strahd tokens on the field. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And that's going to be Strahd's. What's up?
I don't
think
we have to roll. Yeah, if we have to roll a d20, I don't think they're positioned differently from him. Otherwise, we just go up to the one we want to attack and attack it.
Fair enough. I'll put them all on top of each other if you'd like. Is that okay? Or
Yes.
I guess I see what you mean, like mechanically. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, fair enough.
He's got huge wings anyway. He can just be bigger.
Sure. Okay. There are now 3 more images of Strahd, kind of in his general area. Yeah, and they all look identical. And that is his turn. Up next is Allie.
Well, we're gonna run up and we're gonna try to hit him if we can.
Go for it.
Right. So I got to roll a d20 first, right?
Yes, a d20. Yeah, let me know what you roll. 13.
Is that showing up for you? It's not
No,
showing
It's
up.
r
it's
slash
very-
instead of slash r.
Yeah, I figured that's what it was. I just
Got a Reddit user over here.
That's a 6. Yeah, so
You. Let's
that's
see.
gonna be a no.
Sorry, 1 second. Hold on. You have. Oh, apparently I'm the one who rolls to determine which one you hit. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
My
then
bad.
I'll just roll my attack, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
It's an @1 anyways. Don't worry about it.
Oof. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Cool.
We're
Okay.
not doing so
Yeah.
hot.
You swing and you do miss. Okay. Cool. Do you have any other actions? That was the top of your turn.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's it for right now.
And that's at. Oh shoot! God, this is fucking brutal. I'm gonna say you take 10 damage from the sunlight. Also, we have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks while we're in sunlight. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. Cool. Yes. Sorry. 10 damage as well. Okay. Up next is Timothy.
So Tim,
First taking 10
Again.
damage.
yes, of course. Tim is looking right now at Alessandra and just in this sort of like attempting to induce barbarian rage, but it's more so a panic and acceptance and slash realization that death is inevitable and that so he will continue to flail uh, Timothy especially in attempt to just strike Strahd in any way that they can, knowing full well that even though they hit, they will deal no damage. And
Sorry, go ahead.
I would like just Mo, to take the disengage action, leave the group, and walk up to Apollo
Honey. Um,
and just kneel in front of him and just look at him with like, what have we done? Is this a dream? Father, forgive me for I have sinned. Like all these emotions just in one.
yeah. So maybe you're a little too quick on that sadness, because you do manage to hit one of the spectral forms of Strahd, and it dissipates immediately. There are now 3 Strahds in the room instead of 4.
This does nothing to reinvigorate Timothy's spirits.
Congrats, guys! There's only 3 Strahds now.
Mo does what he does. I said what I said, and Tim and Thea are now just looking at looking at the wolves entering the door, and they're just
Yeah.
trying to look brave is what they're doing.
Gotcha. Strahd's going to use a
Which
legendary.
Alessandra can easily pick up.
Yeah, Strahd's going to use a legendary action
He's
to.
gonna try to kind of convey to him, it's like, you don't have to be here. You can leave. Thank you.
Just a grimacing smile.
Strahd's going to use a legendary action to disengage and move. Sorry, let me get my distance. This seems like a nice spot. Why not? Just fucking around at this point. Cool. That was his legendary action. Okay, nice. Next up is Jasper. 3 forms of Strahd have just like moved towards your direction.
Is Apollo's thing still giving off sunlight like every round?
It's at the beginning of your turn. I'm being kind and I'm saying you're going to take 10 sun damage instead of 20.
Okay. I'll step back so I'm like right outside of that 30-foot range.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Strahd should have taken 20 damage at that beginning of that turn. So yeah, Strahd's now 20 damage lower. Strahd is like slowly starting to get a little bit of burns on his skin.
I'll cast.
Oh, I didn't mean to cast that. Sorry, I was just trying to.
No worries.
I'll cast Frostbite on him.
Okay,
It's
go for
a
it.
con saving throw.
You have a
14.
disadvantage. Wait, are you still in the sunlight?
No, I just stepped back.
Oh, you're not?
just
Okay,
so-
yeah, you're good. Con save, you said?
Yeah,
DC 13?
14.
14. I have advantage on saving throws, but I also have disadvantage from being in sunlight, so I'm going to roll that flat. And for a con, that is Constitution. Saving throws. Why am I blind? Con. You said 14?
Yes.
Congratulations, that does hit. Strahd's going to use a legendary resistance to succeed that saving throw.
Okay, then it's only 5 damage.
Cool. And that does successfully damage him, by the way.
Cool. Oof. Damage is damage.
Damage is damage. Very nice. Strahd's going to use a legendary action to... Let's see who's nearby. Oh. Strahd did a dumb... That's 10 feet. Cool. Strahd moved to a place where he can't do a biting attack. Cool. Strahd's going to do something else then. Nope, that's also 5 feet. Cool. Strahd's going to move. Strahd's going to move here. Middle of the group. Okay. That's Strahd's turn. Or not Strahd's turn. Sorry, that's Strahd's legendary action. Apollo, you are up next.
Okay. 10 damage. Let me just check something real quick. There's 20. Okay. That is. Damn.
Light him up.
20. Okay, cool. I'm gonna fireball right there.
Oh, yeah, dude. Nice.
Nice.
It's 20, 20, 20, 20, 25, 25, 25. So yeah.
Cool. At the start of your turn, I'm going to say if you want, you can turn off the sunlight at the
I'm not
beginning of
going
your
to.
turn. You're going to leave that on? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, you're going to take 10 damage then?
I already took it.
Okay, cool. And then you cast, what was it?
Fireball.
Fireball, baby. Let's go. That's a 26 to hit?
No, that is
that's
26 damage if you fail your saving throws.
That's a DC 15 dex save.
Very nice. Let's see what fucking dogs have as their stats. Dexterity. The fuck do wolves have as their... some hot fucking garbage. That's what that is. Dex is +2. Okay, that's so many fucking rolls I'm gonna have to make. Jesus Christ.
You chose 12 wolves. You did this to us.
That's fair. That's 26 damage on a fail.
Yes.
How much health do these things have? Not that much. All right, we're gonna go dog by dog and start murdering them off. This one's dead. That's 12. You said 15's the DC?
15 is the DC, yes.
Dex saving throw. Cool. We got another dead doggo. So that doggo gets to live.
So they have at least 13 HP.
That doggo gets to live. Oh, I'm sorry. It's half, isn't it? Right?
Yes.
Oh no, this boy's dead as. Oh wait, then they're all dead.
They're all dead. Cool.
They're all dead. Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh my god, I don't want to have to check these all off. God damn it. The dogs are all dead. That was really badass. You just scorched
Tons
a whole
of, like, squeals at once.
Yeah, you hear a lot of like I was gonna say purring. That's not what dogs sound like.
It'd be like a squeal cry.
Some kind of like, yeah, it's like a whimper. That's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear a whimper come from these dogs, and then you smell a very nice like roasted meat.
Oof.
It's mixed with fur.
Burnt
It's a
hair
horrible smell. Yeah, that's a burnt hair smell. Strahd is going to roll for that. That is a succeed, so he takes, you said it was 11?
13.
13, okay. You guys are doing all right. Not great, but you're doing all right.
Sure.
Let's see. Who else was in that radius?
No one.
Okay, just us, me and the dogs. Strahd and the dogs. Cool. Yeah, you just burned all the dogs to death, and Strahd got a little crispy chicken nugget. Nope. Okay, cool. That was my move. I'm gonna make an unarmed strike as a legendary action against Apollo.
Okay. I'm gonna use another warding flare.
Go for it. What does that one do? What do I have to
Makes
roll?
you
Grants disadvantage.
Grants disadvantage. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. What was the DC?
What do you mean? My AC?
What the fuck am I rolling right now? I'm rolling
You're
an
not-
attack. I'm attacking
rolling
you.
Yes. At disadvantage.
Yes, cool. Let me do that again because I definitely wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Okay, cool. I rolled a 13.
13
But
does not hit.
hold on, it's got a +9 to hit, so 13 plus 9.
Okay, that does hit.
Cool. Okay, that is, let's see, 1d6 plus 4. That is 8 damage.
Okay.
Cool. And that's my legendary action. Let's see. Who's up next? Mortimer is up next. Mortimer has just witnessed all of this fucking mess, and he's gonna look to Apollo and say, "Oh my god, you sure got all those dogs. That was really cool. My turn." And then he's gonna pick up his crossbow and take a shot towards Strahd. He rolled a 7, and he's once again going to. In fact, he's going to once again shoot a crossbow bolt in the exact same spot he did last time. It's going to bounce off the wall.
Oh my god. Yep.
Little arrow splitter there.
Yeah, little arrow splitter. And he's going to, like, as one bolt cleaves the other bolt in half, he's going to say, "Wow, that would be pretty impressive in any other context." And he's going to say, "I'm going to sit back down. This is embarrassing." And he's going to go back to the feast and, like, try and make small talk with Irina from across the table. Oh, Irina, by the way,
Paralyzed.
Irina rolled a nat 20 to become unparalyzed. So, yeah, she's free again, and she's just going to continue eating her meal. Yeah, she's going to say, like, "Go get him, husband," to Strahd. Cool. All right, up next is the doggos. Oof. Well,
Nope.
about that.
Or not.
Or not. Cool, not the doggos. Okay, back to the top of the turn order. Strahd is going to take 20 damage from the sunlight. Okay. And for his turn, it's a fucking action? Holy shit. That's ridiculous. Okay. Okay, Strahd is going to. He's going to look to the two large gargoyle statues by the door, and he's going to point to them, and he's going to say, "Big gargoyle statues that guard my hall, come protect me." And they are going to both come to life. And then he's also going to point to one of the chairs and say, "You two."
And I'm gonna look Strahd dead in the eyes and say, "What's wrong? Can't fight your own battles?"
Ooh.
And that
Hmm.
burn did another 10 fire damage.
That's another 20 fire damage. This is gargoyle number 1. And this is gargoyle number 2.
He just doesn't like to get his hands dirty.
Strahd is still thinking of a comeback. 2 gargoyles, and then I also said a chair. All right, let's bring back the good old. Where is it? Where's my chair mimics? Where the fuck is it? Oh my god, I've got such a long list of things. Cool. And a chair comes to life. And as he brings the chair to life, he's going to say, "My mother taught me this one." Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's his. Oh wait, no, he still has movement. Let's see.
I'm trying to communicate something.
Strahd's gonna move down here. I think that was 30.
Using my Warcaster feature,
Yeah.
I can use my opportunity attack to cast a spell.
That sounds correct. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Go for it.
I am going
Oh,
to.
I'm so sorry. Holy shit. I forgot to make y'all fight the illusions. Oopsies. Fuck it. I'm going to bring them back now. Okay, make your attack. I'm going to roll for illusions. That's my bad. Sorry.
I'm not sure we've done anything that would have required
Yeah.
that yet.
Because my
That's
fireball
fair.
would have gotten all of the illusions, so it's a DC, not an attack.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, that wouldn't have taken out the illusions then. Would
So
not.
I can make a attack that only targets Strahd, and I'm going to do. Sacred Flame.
Okay. Roll your hit.
Ooh.
It's a DC 15 dex save still.
Cool. It hits one of the illusions anyways, so it does
It's
not.
a DC 15 dex save.
Let
me pull
How would
up
that work? Because illusions get taken out when you hit them. I can roll a dex save for the
image.
illusion if you want. I guess I'll do that. Roll a 7. Okay. Yeah, you take out one of the illusions then. There is now one illusion.
And if he is passing by Allie and Timo and Thebe, you get to take swipes at him too, right?
Let's see. Where did I go? I was here.
Wait, did Apollo just go?
It's
So-
my opportunity attack.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm going to say Timothy can have an opportunity attack, but Allie does not.
Right.
Sure, I'll take it. In my desperation to do something, however, I promise you it's not going to be very good. Can I use the holy water as an attack to shatter the glass onto him?
Go for it.
Yeah. Also, I guess I'll just make a dexterity attack, and if
Go
it
for
hits, it hits. He's not next to an ally, I guess. So Oh, this is at disadvantage, actually. Sorry.
Yeah, you are all making your attacks at disadvantage. I
Well,
believe
14.
I mentioned that. That's to hit.
Yeah.
That does hit one of the. Oh wait, hold on. That hits Strahd and does no damage.
Okay. Yeah, there's a little splash of water here.
Yes. Very nice. Okay. That was an opportunity attack. Let's see. Is that? Let's see. Whose fucking turn are we on? Oh, that was Strahd who went. Okay. And then he moved.
Rod doesn't take radiant damage.
I already did that part at the beginning of my turn.
Holy water deals radiant damage.
No, he does not take damage from that. Cool.
Wonderful.
We're gonna go on to Allie.
Before she passes into death or unconsciousness, she's gonna turn to Morty and say, "I burnt your fucking shop down, you moron."
All right, that's 10 points of damage for you.
Yeah, and I'm down.
Cool.
As I said.
Yeah.
I would also
A
like to
little.
do some down stuff on my turn.
Some down stuff. Cool. Strahd's going to.
How many legendary action does this guy
He
get?
regains 3 at the top of his turn. So 3 per turn.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, Strahd's going to. I'm so fucking dumb for moving and giving y'all opportunities. Strahd wouldn't have done that. Strahd would have known better. I'm gonna move to Timothy.
He's legendary actioning up to me.
Yes.
Damn.
Oh, you're
All right.
legendary approaching me? I need to legendary approaching you to legendary kick your ass.
All right. Do your worst, baby.
Well, that was it. That was my legendary action. It was moving.
Very intimidating. I get to die not by your hands, but by a friend's. Dare I say one of the greatest allies I've ever had.
Couldn't even
is it my
fucking
turn?
kill me yourself.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Top
Okay.
10 animated
So
trailers.
before I go
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
I would like to do a rare Tim, Mo, and the related action.
Go for it.
So Tim is of course going to reciprocate what I just said, which is like, which is basically like he's going to look at him and say, I'd never join your court. And as he's going down, Thee below him, as he's being incinerated by the light, looks over to Irina and says, he only likes you because you look like his old girlfriend. And then Mo is going to open up his arms and embrace the light. And I would like to ask the DM, may I trade our last level for a level in Paladin?
I'm sorry? You want to take your 6th level as a paladin?
Yes. And Mo is going to accept the light as he is put down by it.
Sure, I'll give you that.
Interesting.
And
Amazing.
I'm downed as well.
Cool. Okay. Oh, we got double dots. Why is there a -1? Okay. Yeah. That's your turn. Strahd's gonna take a legendary action to move. You know what? That fucking fire damage actually hurts pretty fucking bad. Yeah, Strahd's gonna move away from Apollo. But he's going to. Yeah, that's his turn. His legendary action. Sorry. Yeah, he's gonna move away. Next up is Jasper.
Cool. I want to do something
Go for it.
that I know you haven't planned for.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not sure if it might break your game, but I'm gonna try to do it anyway.
Do it.
Do it.
I'm just kidding.
I'm already
do it.
here anyway.
Yep.
Let's take a little step back. I'm gonna turn to one of the vampires. Jasper's eyes are gonna like glow a bright green as she turns to one of them and goes, "Help us! You've been in our place before. You know what it's like." And I'm gonna try to cast suggestion.
Go for it.
It's
Okay.
a DC 14 Wisdom save.
Gotcha. 14 wisdom save. Let's see.
Wait, for the thing that we got at the beginning, is it advantage on wisdom saving throws or any wisdom related things?
It's
What are you talking
advantage
about?
for you for wisdom saving throws.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Wait, what are you talking about?
My beacon of hope.
Yeah. I was just
Oh,
checking.
gotcha,
That doesn't
gotcha,
help
gotcha.
me right now. Okay.
Gotcha. Cool. That vampire rolled and that's wisdom, you said?
Yes.
Dirty 20, baby.
God.
And he's gonna turn to you and say, nice try, but we serve Strahd willingly.
Damn. Okay, I tried.
Yep. Okay. Strahd does not have any legendary actions.
I knew I
see.
should have tried to say when he said my mom taught me that one. I should have, as I was going down, said, "I bet you'd hate to see what your mom taught me." As I was dying.
We can retcon and say that that's what you
Nice.
said. That's fine. Okay.
I only would retcon it that far if you would also let me cast hideous laughter as I was saying it.
All right. Apollo, you are up. Take your 10 damage, please.
Yeah. Okay.
The portal closed, right?
The portal did close, yeah, when you engaged in combat.
Okay. I'm going to move here.
Okay.
And cast fireball on this spot right here. So I'm going to hit these 4 vampires and Strahd.
Oh, okay. Those first, and that's a DC. What is it?
I'm going to
15.
cast it. That was not a great roll, but
15.
Oof. Look at all those ones.
I know, right?
Look at all those chickens.
Gargoyles are still alive?
They haven't been attacked yet.
Okay.
And let's see. Sorry, where you said all of these?
No, just the 4
4
rightmost ones.
Sorry, right. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Strahd succeeds that one.
So he still takes
9
damage.
Hold on. Actually, let me. You hit the illusion, and you do destroy it, but you do
How
not.
does Strahd not get hit by it in the blast if he's in the same spot?
Yes, yes, I agree with you, but
The
also
mirror, okay, here it's when
the
you're
mirror
targeted
jumped
by a
in front of
spell.
it.
The mirror image, it's when you're targeted by a spell. Strahd is not targeted by fireball. That spot behind him was targeted.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna let you have that. Okay. How much damage you said?
9
I think
damage.
Wizards of the Coast would also let him have that. But
Also, you have to roll a
Yeah,
disadvantage
right.
because you're in the sunlight.
Hold on, let me just consult my thing real quick. Fine. I'm gonna roll second. Shit. 18. So it's a 15. It's the lower one.
Okay, so it's still 9 damage.
Cool. Take those here. Let me just do some basic math in my head. Let's see. Okay. And then let's see. I need to roll for the other one. disadvantage 2. This one is okay. Takes 9 damage. This one takes the damage. They're fine. This one takes the full damage, and they're burnt but okay. This one takes the damage, full damage, burnt but okay. And this one takes the full damage, burnt but okay. And as you burn these guys, Strahd's going to say, "Hey, leave my cord out of this. They're going to be your family soon too."
Yeah.
And then let's see. Okay. This is fine. Okay. All right. Up next is Mortimer. Mortimer's gonna look towards Allie, who said some very hurtful things, and he's gonna say, "Oh, that wasn't very nice of you. I hope Rictus isn't mad when he gets back." And he's gonna take a shot at Strahd. He's gonna once again miss. And just for the fucking fun of it, he's gonna hit the exact same spot a third time. And he's gonna say, "I don't even know how this is possible, really," and he's gonna sit back down. Mortimer has been no help so far. The doggos, Lamau. Okay, cool. Up next is the gargoyles. They are going to move up on you. Where the fuck? Let me just look up what gargoyle stats are. Gargoyle stats. They are going to... Oh, they can do multi-attack. That's cool. We're going to do some multi-attacks on you. Bite. Okay, so that's a +4 to hit. Yeah, so the first one's going to bite and then claw you. First one does, and that's a +4 to hit.
Who is this against?
This is the gargoyle.
So who is this against?
Oh, wait, where are you? Sorry. Over here. Yeah, this is against you. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Cool. And that's going to be, how much damage is that? That's 1d6 +2.
Apollo goes down.
Oh, okay.
You got 3 HP. Minimum
okay.
damage kills.
Yeah. Okay, cool. You are down then. I'll put a little dot on you. All right. This one is going to move towards Jasper. And Strahd's going to shout across the room at it and say, "Gargoyles, stand down." And he's going to speak to Jasper and say, "Have you changed your mind about joining me?"
Because
not too
he
late.
has paused
Yeah.
and is waiting for my response.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take my turn?
That's not how turn order works.
I mean, can I, instead of talking to Strahd, use my turn to speak to cast a spell?
You did make the gargoyle halt, and it would be Jasper next.
Yeah, it might be
Scenario.
like restarting initiative or something.
Strahd's
It might be a surprise
or
round.
Apollo just went, right?
Yeah. And then
So-
the gargoyle.
And then Mortimer, and then Gargoyle. So Strahd would be up next.
Oh,
And
then
it looks like he's chosen to not
we-
attack on his turn because he's waiting for a
Okay.
response from me, right?
hold up now. No, it's not Strahd's turn yet. So as Apollo goes down, the light coming from the object, what the fuck is it called?
That's not what happened when we faced Van Richten.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. Strahd's going to take 20. Or wait, hold on. This thing needs to move towards you too. Yeah. So both these creatures are going to move towards you, but halt when Strahd tells them to stop. And yeah, Strahd's going to go up to Apollo, take 20 damage, and then turn off the the relic. All right. Well, at least you're keeping me honest. That's fair. Cool. And that's Strahd's turn. And yeah, he's gonna shout at you. It's not too late to stand down and save your friends. Join my court. And that is your turn.
What do you mean by save my friends?
And Strahd's going to look to you and say, "Well, we can save them all. They don't have to die here. They don't have to die here today."
Do we have to make death saves while this conversation is happening?
No, you do not, and I have a reason for that.
Do I understand from what he's saying that he's going to revive them to force them to be part of his core anyways? Just from the context. I can do an insight check.
You can do an insight check. Go ahead. What are you looking for?
I'm just looking like when he says save my friends, does he mean like I'm just gonna like they're gonna be alive but forcing them to be part of my court like I said? Like is he just upholding
Gotcha.
that or is he like offering a completely new deal?
No, it's the original deal. Yeah, there were 3 options. You could join him, leave, or fight him, and if you lose in the fight, he will make you join. There is not a choice in that. So,
Okay.
yeah, Strahd is offering to save your friends, but you will all join his court.
I'm gonna look at the gargoyle and I'm gonna say nobody should dare to challenge your place as master of the skies because Strahd has the wings now. And I'm gonna cast suggestion at the gargoyle.
Go for it.
It's a DC 14 wisdom save, and I'm hoping gargoyles are stupider than vampires.
14, DC 14.
Yep.
Well, let me go see what the modifier is for a gargoyle.
It's +0.
+0 for yeah. That's fucking
The
hilarious.
gargoyle fight,
I've
please.
been trying to cast suggestions so many
That
times.
was a 22.
And people keep passing.
Wait, what did? Sorry, it's a
22?
DC. You said right? DC 15. Sorry.
14.
14.
Take 15.
15.
The DC is 15 or
It's
14.
14.
Sure. I heard 15.
I heard 15.
I heard 15.
So I rolled a 16. But
Oh.
You rolled a
the
14?
DC was 17?
the DC was 17, you say?
Yep.
I heard it was 17.
I'm just saying. You didn't hear 17?
I thought it was 19 because 789.
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna give this to you. The gargoyle is gonna say,
Yes.
he's gonna look at you and he's gonna like, I don't even think gargoyles can fucking hear you. It's a statue. But the gargoyle is gonna look to you and kind of look at Strahd and he's gonna kind of nod and he's gonna take a fucking giant swing at the chair next to him, and wood is gonna go flying everywhere, and that's that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would like to try and climb on his back.
Give me a
because-
fucking athletics check.
Okay.
Does this count as animal handling?
Absolutely, go for it. Fuck it. We don't follow
Whatever works
rules
best for
around
you.
here.
Whatever works best for you.
Yeah,
Theo.
whatever you
I'll
want.
take
Yeah.
animal handling.
The monkey been doing this entire
You are
fucking time.
now. Oh yeah, the monkey has just been like the monk. Okay, you look at the monkey. It is leaning back, holding its stomach, which is just like a comically large, like cartoon bulge, and the monkey is just eating way too much food.
Lot of
her.
fucking dogs.
Yeah. Okay, so Jasper is now mounted upon this gargoyle.
Hell yeah.
That's not how that works. Cool. Yep, there we go. Cartoon bulge. Yep. Cool.
I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Let me look up a spell real quick. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Let's see. Spare the dying does not bring people back to consciousness, correct?
No, it only brings them to stability.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah. So the reason nobody has to make saving throws. Members, like as this fight is going on, members of the court are stabilizing everyone, but they're making sure you don't get back up. They're just making sure you don't die. Okay, let's see. So you just
vampires have spare the dying.
It could be picky about how this requires touch, but I'm not going to because I want to
Also-
save you guys.
Also, if you think about it, like they're probably in a lot of different kink realms. So
Philip,
riding
stop!
that
This is going on
line of
YouTube.
1
Stop!
to 0
Stop!
health is like a pretty, anyway.
Yep, I see where you're going with that. Okay, cool. That was your turn. Was mounting a fucking gargoyle.
But not that
Jasper.
way.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No,
Yep.
hey, just two different subjects here.
All right. It's the gargoyle's turn. I'm gonna move your gargoyle first. You've got 30 feet of movement,
Woo, cool.
and you're on the back of that. Yeah.
I don't know if I can do much. I can't move him.
What do you mean?
I can't move the gargoyle.
What's happening? You can move the gargoyle if you'd like.
No, I don't have control over it.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, you did like tame it with animal handling. I'm gonna say you can like shout at it and give it commands.
It's gonna come over here.
Okay. It's just the gargoyle's turn. It's not your turn, by the way, but you can shout at it. As you're over there mounting the gargoyle, Mortimer's going to say, "Wow, that's really cool. I'm going to see if Rictus can get me a gargoyle."
I am gonna point to Irina and say, "Grab her."
Okay. Yeah, the gargoyle is going to move. Oh, I see what you meant. You meant you literally couldn't move the token. This makes sense. The gargoyle is going to make its way towards Irina and stop at the table, and you are still on its back. The other gargoyle is going to move towards you. What?
Since I told it to like do an action, not just movement, I told it to grab her.
Yeah.
Should we do an opposed strength check?
It didn't make it to her in the distance.
It was actually 30 because like I'm kind of like from here to this part of the table. I'm guessing if he's a huge gargoyle that takes up 4 spaces, he might be able to reach across the table.
Hey Theo, I love you, and I'm gonna say no. Not quite.
Like these.
Not quite. But you are close. You can go attack Irina in your next turn if you'd like.
And there's no more sunlight, right?
There is no more sunlight. Strahd burned his... Strahd, by the way, is looking crispy. Yeah, no, there is no more sunlight. The other gargoyle comes up and does a multi-attack against the other gargoyle. So this one is attacking the one you're riding. And let me just look at those stats one more time. Okay, so that's a wolf that I'm looking at. That's the wrong one. Multi-attack. Let's see. Bite. That's a +5 to hit. Whoop. That's a 18, and the AC is 15.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to be that person. Gargoyles have a fly speed of 60 feet, so I'm not actually bound to the 30 feet. He could absolutely reach.
All right.
Yeah, you tell him.
Break my game.
Yeah.
Break my game and our marriage.
That's a 21 in animal handling for you, Nikolai.
All right.
What are you gonna do about that?
Fly your way across the room, all right? But my gargoyle's gonna get 60 feet too.
10 points of emotional damage.
10 points of emotional damage. Also, we're peaking the microphones. Let's fucking go. All right, move the fucking gargoyle. Oh, that's right. You can't, lol. Where you want it? Like over here?
Yep.
All right, you fly across the room. Mortimer's like, wow, a dragon. This is very clearly a gargoyle and not a dragon. Okay.
And just like an opposed strength check to grapple.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Let me grab some die. That's a. Let's see, that's a 21
For the gargoyle?
for Irina.
Okay.
You get to roll
Cool.
for the gargoyle.
Cool. Cool. I have a +2.
And what did you roll?
That means she rolled the 21. Cool. So I have to roll a 19 or 20. It's gonna be a nat 20.
The gargoyle reaches over to grab Irina. Irina dabs her mouth with a napkin, stands up, grabs the gargoyle with both hands, and flings it towards the fireplace. Simultaneously knocking you off of it. Give me an athletics saving throw. Dexterity saving throw, sorry. Swoop.
14.
Cool. I'm going to say that you can get you dismount safely, but the gargoyle did get flung towards the hearth.
Cool.
And I'm just going to roll damage for it to see how much it takes. 2. Cool.
Woo.
Okay. My gargoyle is going to go fight your gargoyle over here, and that's probably 50 feet. 60
fight.
feet. Gargoyle fight. Yes, this is happening. Okay, cool. Now I get to make my attacks against your gargoyle. The fuck is happening? Okay, that's what's the AC on a gargoyle? 15. Cool. Yeah, that hits, and we're gonna do some damage. How much health these? Oh, these things have so much fucking health. Why did I let you charm a gargoyle? Jesus Christ. God damn it. I don't want to roll this shit. That's a D6 plus 2. That's 5 more damage. Fuck that. Okay, so while the gargoyles are now fighting in the corner, doing their own thing. Now it's whose turn is it? Did you go or was that the gargoyle? That was the gargoyle. So it's Strahd's turn now. Cool. Strahd's going to do a legendary action first at the end of the gargoyle's turns, and he's going to move over here next to Irina. And then for his turn, he's going to, let's see, what fun little things do we have here? As Strahd is approaching you, he's going to say, "So is that a no on my offer to save your friends?"
I don't think they would have wanted this.
Oh, that's fair. Do I want to attack you with? Okay. Let's see. That was okay. Strahd's gonna approach you, and as Strahd gets closer, he's gonna look to one of his court members and say, "Could you scoot over, please?" And they're gonna just move out of his way. Yeah, right here. Okay, and then Strahd is going to. Strahd is gonna try and charm you. Let's see, 30 feet of him. The target can see Strahd. The target must succeed. DC 17 Wisdom saving throw, or be charmed.
Do I still have advantage against wisdom saves from Apollo?
It was concentration, and I'm down.
Okay.
That's gonna be a no.
Damn it.
Is that a 9?
I see a 19.
Yep. You don't see a 19?
Uh-huh.
Must be broken on your end.
Let's all bully the DM.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Exactly. Cool. You now are charmed, and you regard Strahd as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. You aren't under Strahd's control, but you do take Strahd's requests and actions in the most favorable way, and you do let Strahd bite you. So let's see. Strahd's going to just tell you, relax, take a seat, and point at the chair over here.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think I'm trying to take into account what Jasper would do, but being charmed,
Sure.
I think she would take a seat and be like, "Oh, I don't like it when friends fight."
Cool. Let's see. Strahd's going to move
Don't
back.
you think you could give them a pass? I mean, I don't really think they want to be here.
Give me a persuasion. Okay, persuasion's good. Let's see, a 15. Strahd's going to he's going to say those are very kind words of you wanting to save your friends, but they've made their choices, and so have you. And with that, Strahd is going to bite you. And that's a +9 to hit. And that's with advantage because of no sunlight. And let's see. Yeah, basically Strahd's just going to keep biting you until 0 hit points. Well, I guess we can do turns, but
Does the charmed condition end when I take damage?
normally it does, except when Strahd uses bite specifically. You can do saving throws to like repeat the saving throw. So I can just keep taking turns to bite, and you can keep trying to do saving
Okay.
throws. We can do that. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do a bite. Let's see. That's at advantage because you're charmed. Let's see. That's 17 or plus.
A 17 already hits.
Cool. Okay, yeah, that's a hit, and then the damage is 1d6 plus 4. That's 7 damage. Okay, and then go ahead and roll your saving throw.
Yes.
Oh shit, nice. That's a save for 19. I'm gonna give you your action and say that you broke out
Cool.
and can take your action.
I think just in this moment of desperation of feeling like there's no way I can save everybody, the one thing I will try. No, I can't do that. Dang it. Wait. I can.
What?
Because the last time I asked Strahd for an extra spell slot and you gave it to me. Cool. Just
nuts,
knowing
kiddo.
in this moment
Please,
of
Theo,
complete
please.
desperation of like breaking out of the charm, but also being in the middle of the bite and just total desperation. I think Jasper realizes like I can't save everybody. There's not much I can do. The only thing she can do is cast Unseen Servant, who can lift 20 pounds or drag 100 pounds.
How much does or who are you trying to lift?
It's not going to be able to lift a person.
I just noticed the snowman.
Could it lift a
But
single
Oh my God,
kobold?
they're everywhere.
kobold weighs between 35 to 45
Oh yeah, you can
pounds.
pick up one kobold.
It can
absolutely.
drag 2.
Okay, go for it. Who? Which 2 kobolds are you dragging, and where are you dragging them to?
Just you got this. You know what to do.
I think just in that moment of just like not having time to think, she's just gonna say like or communicate telepathically to the NC servant to take Tim and Mo out of here. I think she's not gonna have the time to think about who to choose. She's just gonna go for the first 2 names that come to mind.
Damn. Okay.
Like she's barely getting out of a charm, and it's just like just the first thing.
You said Tim and Thea, right?
Tim and Mo. They said Tim and Mo.
Yeah.
So this guy and one of those two.
Yeah.
All right.
You said Timothy, right?
It can be Timothy.
So let me
She's
just
bonded with
spell
them.
it out logistically. Let me spell it out logistically, right? Mo is right here.
Yeah.
Tim
Oh,
and
Mo
Thee
is
are
separate.
in a
Okay,
pile.
so no, Timothy, because that's going to be easier for him to grab both of them, hopefully, without being seen. I know they're probably going to see it. But if
Cool.
Mo is separate,
dogs
then
are
yeah,
all dead.
Timothy.
The dogs are all dead. Strahd does have a passive perception of 22.
Ah, what a bitch.
So
Okay,
roll
so
perception
stealth?
then.
All right.
Roll
All right.
perception.
Yeah.
Can I roll stealth
Theo-
with advantage since my servant is unseen? So they have technically full coverage?
You may roll stealth with advantage. Go for it.
Yes.
But Strahd is going to the DC is 22 because of Strahd's passive perception.
Oh no!
The unseen servant starts dragging the trench coat with the two kobolds in it, and they make it about 10 feet before even one of the guards notices, and they kind of come over. They come head over this way, and they come to stop this, stop you from taking those two away. As Strahd's...
Did they do anything to the servant, or do they just stand in the way?
What's their distance? That's as far as they're able to get in that one turn. I love all the snowmen around the edge. I did not notice that for the longest fucking time. Yep. Okay, yeah. So one of the servants goes to stop that. Or fuck it, I'll say yeah. Cool. Both of them. One on each side. They'll go to stop that. As Strahd's legendary action, he is going to take a bite on you. And that's a +9 to hit. Does a nat 20 +9 hit?
Well.
Okay. I'm going to assume that's a yes.
How much?
That's, let's see, 9 damage. Oh, I forgot to be doing necrotic damage for this shit. Oops. Okay, so that's 9 biting damage, piercing damage, and then there's 3d6 necrotic damage. Oops. Clumsy me. Let me grab some more d6s.
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter?
It does.
8 more
3d6,
damage.
the minimum is 3. How much?
8. So it's 8 plus whatever I said for the first part. I think it was 9. 9 plus 8. Is that right? Is that what I said?
Give me a second.
Cool. You have been regaining 5 health per turn, by the way, for the last few turns. Forgot to mention that.
How much health have I been regaining?
It's 5 per turn since you stepped out of the sunlight, so it's been a while, but I
should have been regaining a lot.
Yeah, so is Strahd, to be fair.
But that's gonna make a huge difference here.
Yeah.
Is there a way we can tell how many turns?
That's a great question.
Because I stepped out of the sunlight like on my second turn.
I think it's been
you
2 turns.
You took 20 damage, and then you
And then that
stepped
was it.
out.
Okay.
And then
I don't
I'm
remember how many
scrolling up.
like 3 turns since then.
Go ahead and scroll up. Strahd's been out of the sunlight for I believe 2 turns now. So Strahd's gonna be
I
getting
feel like
health
it's been more.
Strahd
You've been out of it for longer than Strahd.
You've been out of there for way longer, yeah. Strahd was over here by Apollo and had to go turn it off. Then Strahd moved here and then moved over here, and then that
Did
was
you take a legendary action to move over there, so that wasn't a turn?
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so that's been 1 turn. So I'm gonna add some of Strahd's health back.
Okay, I think it's been like my second Eldritch Blast forward.
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay, so
that sounds right,
1
yeah.
turn for me. 2, 3,
God, I fucking
4,
don't pay enough attention. There's so many mechanics going on here. I'm sorry.
5, 6,
be fair, I think the
No,
rest of
wait.
us were
I'm
all
counting
in
from the
like-
wrong place. Sorry. I'm counting from the wrong place. History,
Uh,
insight, initiative. First Eldritch Blast.
Just go ahead and add
Then-
like 25 health. I'll give you 5 turns. I don't know if that's probably close.
Cool.
And then make sure you subtract the 9 plus 8 that I just did.
9 plus 8.
Because I did 8 on the necrotic damage, and then where the fuck is
Yes.
my book? Cool. And then I think
Okay.
I rolled a 9 on the first one. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I rolled a 5 and it's plus 4, so that's 9.
Okay, give me just a moment to read something.
Uh-huh. Oh boy, reading.
Just so you know, the only reason I have the snowmen outside is because I'm waiting for it was all a dream, and then the snowmen come in and save the day as the
Yes.
MacGuffin.
Yep. That's definitely gonna happen.
By your tone, I trust you and understand that this will in fact happen.
Yes. Anyone trying to move through the pile of dead dogs, I'm gonna say moves with what's it called when you're like slower?
Disadvantaged?
No.
Is it disadvantaged? No,
No,
there's like
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
There's a name for it when you move slowly because of the terrain. And that's gonna affect anyone moving over the pile of dog corpses.
The pile of dog corpses is considered rough terrain.
Yeah, or
Absolutely.
difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain, yeah.
That's right.
Gonna need some like,
When
yeah.
they went down.
Yes. Wait,
Did
who went
the-
down?
When everybody else went down,
Yep.
did the black in their eyes disappear?
You can't tell because their eyes closed when they went down.
Because I'm not allowed to kill myself either.
What are you wait, whose turn even is it? Is it your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, Strahd just went. I know, I'm sorry. Strahd did
sorry,
a-
I'm just thinking.
Strahd did oh, that was a bonus attack. That wasn't even Strahd's turn. That was a bonus. That was a legendary action for the bite. So I'm gonna do my turn.
He's actively biting me?
Well, he did the bite as his legendary action at the end of your turn, and now it's the start of his turn. Yeah, technically it's the gargoyles, but I'm just gonna say they're fighting in the corner.
Okay.
This is between you and me now.
Okay. I
Morty's just watching all this happen. The monkey is too.
am going to
But you know why he burned his shop down?
cast
Fair enough.
thaumaturgy to create tremors into ground to see if I can at least shake his bite off of me a little bit. Maybe a deck save or something like that.
Oh, you shouldn't have said saving throw. That. Sure, I'll do a dex saving throw, which I do at advantage.
The DC for all my spell stuff is 14, but I don't know if you want to.
I can do with that. So I roll at advantage for all saving throws on Strength, Dex, Constitution. And you said 14 was the DC
Yeah.
for Dex, which I get a +9 to saving throws, so that's a dirty 20.
Cool. That's it.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Cool. Beginning of Strahd's turn. Let's see. He gains more health. And he is just going to let's see. What does necrotic damage do damage over time?
No, that's not a
it's
thing.
just an individual's thing.
Cool. Okay. Strahd's gonna do.
Wait, as a vampire,
Are you looking up if necrotic damage heals you?
I am resistant to necrotic damage, so I should. Take
Oh
half.
yeah, good to know. Okay, yeah, cool. Glad I haven't been. Cool. Okay.
Ooh.
In that case, Strahd's going to.
I'm also resistant to piercing damage.
resistant, right? Not immune.
Resistant, not immune.
Is that
think it's
half the damage as well? Okay, go for it.
Is it?
Strahd?
Am I?
I have no idea. Do half if you like. I don't give a shit.
Do I pretty much take on everything from the vampire, like from the monster?
What? I haven't looked at that. I've been using Strahd as a basis for a lot of your powers.
Okay.
So that's I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
Cool. Strahd's going to do a multi-attack. Let's see, one of which will be a bite, and the other of which will be an unarmed strike. So we're going to do the unarmed strike first. That's an 18 plus 9 to hit. Is that 27? Is my math good? 27, I assume that hits.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's 1d8 plus 4.
Now, I don't want to be that guy, but
You are all of that guy. What's up?
so I'm
Woo.
gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy.
Uh-huh.
It appears that numerically speaking, no matter the number of steps, this line trends towards 0.
Yeah.
Personally, I would like to know where this leads
Sure.
story-wise without
Sure.
necessarily needing numbers, unless of course
That's
there's a random
super
check
duper fair.
happening.
Strahd is gaining 20 health per turn. Jasper is gaining 5 health per turn. And Strahd does a fuck ton of damage. Each on
So
an
it's a lot of sucking,
lot of sucking, a lot of biting,
okay.
lot of clawing.
Is there
Yeah.
any way Jasper can come out of this on top?
Can my gargoyle win and come save
Those
me?
gargoyles each have so much health, and they are just going after each other. They are going to be at that for a while.
Also,
Can we
doesn't
just
suggestion wear off after
roll a
damage?
d20 against each other just to see who wins in this
Sure.
instance from the gargoyles?
We can see whose gargoyle wins.
Just a flat d20.
All right, what did you roll?
12.
Motherfucker, I rolled an 11. All right, your
Hell
gargoyle
yeah.
wins. All right, fair enough.
Cool.
I'm
Now, follow-up question. Does
Yeah.
one gargoyle who is under suggestion beat is that 16 vampires and Strahd and
I
Irina?
was thinking for him to fly us out. Just like the running approach, not the fighting approach.
Fair. I'll shut my mouth and carry on, Theo, please.
am going to make a roll real quick.
Okay.
And you know what? Brennan Lee Mulligan has his box of doom. I have mine. Give me a minute.
Oof.
Only if you stream it. Only if you stream the roll that goes into that
Yes.
dragon's mouth.
All right. I have. Oh, it doesn't appear on stream. Great. I have a golden dragon. Oh, that it looks so bad. It's literally making it invisible on the green screen. Cool. I have a golden dragon in my hand that is a dice tower, and I have my golden die. The roll I'm about to make will determine whether or not the gargoyle is in a good enough state to be able to fly. All right. I'm going to make my roll. And I fucking missed the dice tower entirely.
No, man. Theo, go over to him right now.
All right.
Take the die out of hands and roll it into that mouth for it.
All right. I'll let you roll it.
I'll let you roll it.
The DC I'm going to say is a 17.
Come on,
Come
Theo.
here. Where are you? Come here.
Let's go, Theo. Come on.
Things are intense. All right. Here's the invisible dice tower. Don't miss like I did. It's embarrassing. That's a 6.
No.
The gargoyle, and you can see that on. No, you can't. That's a 6. Yep. Get the fuck out of here. Go. That's a 14 still. Get out of here. All right. Unfortunately, this gargoyle, in its fight with the other gargoyle, it did lose its wings, and it's not in a state to fly anymore. So that is no longer an option, unfortunately. But I let you have your roll.
That is fair.
Yeah. Let's see.
I would basically a narration of
Sure.
what is it like as the life is just being drained out of me and I just kind of accept this.
Yeah. So Strahd is basically just is biting you until you have no health left. Basically, he's incapacitating you. Somewhere along the way, you do decide that this is hopeless as you see the burns across Strahd's body fade away. You yourself are healing, but not nearly fast enough. The necrotic damage and the biting attacks, they are just too powerful.
As I'm looking around, like, do any vampires not enjoy this part of it, of like the being forced into it? If they're all here so willingly and so happily, are any of them uncomfortable?
I'm not even going to make you roll an insight check. A lot of them are looking away. Not all of them, but a lot of them are kind of like, this part's a little not as they know that you're going to be joining the family soon, and you will eventually grow to presumably become friends. But this part is a bit hard for a lot of them.
Interesting.
But yeah, you are being bitten, and the life does drain out of you. Mortimer is sitting across the table from you, kind of just watching this happen. The monkey, who has been your companion for so long, climbs along the table and reaches for your hand to hold you as the life fades from you. What are your final thoughts, knowing the accumulation of everything that's happened here, from the beginning of your story with your friends here, meeting at that bar, coming to this land, and going through all these obstacles, just to see this be how things have ended? What are your final thoughts for Jasper?
I think it's definitely like not wanting to force their friends into anything that they don't want. It's like, I know they don't want this and I don't want to force them here. Like, I know this is a really good situation for me, but I don't want this for them if it's not what they want. So I think, having seen how happy all the other vampires were, Jasper's thoughts are just like, I hope they like it. I hope something happens. I hope they grow to love it somehow, because I don't want them to be trapped forever.
And as that final thought slips through your mind, you do fall unconscious. We're going to go into the prologue now, or just, yeah, like after the battle. So the vampires do go around. They cast Spare the Dying on you. Strahd does complete the vampirification process. Strahd finishes turning you all into fully fledged vampires, like members of his court.
Is there sort of like a ritual that goes along with that while we're still unconscious, or are we sort of like roughly awake in order to experience the motions of joining Strahd's court?
Let's do a thing real quick. That's a great question. So a lot of time passes, but eventually Strahd does get the. That's not what I wanted. Strahd does eventually get the feast he wanted, just not necessarily the one you all wanted. But
I still have all of my effects when I come back to consciousness and am able to move my body.
Did you want to do something with that?
I did. I also wanted to do something.
Do I have all my items?
As the DM, I'm going to say that, unfortunately, you all lost this battle.
Yeah, that's fine. We're not going to fight again.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
May I make some character motions / decisions as
Yeah, go for it.
This dinner or feast begins?
Yeah, you are all welcome to do what you like. The only difference is you're no longer able to move against Strahd or his court. You are now part of this group. But
so as long as we don't move against him, we're okay to approximately communicate.
You can all talk with each other willingly. You have been indoctrinated into this family at this point. You are all full-fledged vampires. You are members of this court. There is no changing that fact. But you are still able to like have your own thoughts. You're just not able to necessarily act on the ones that you might wish you could have in your previous forms.
I'm not part of this court. I am a servant of the Duchy of Holt, and I will die as such. I pop the cork off the holy water, down it, and stab myself with a wooden stake through the heart.
Stab myself with a wooden stake. That was also my plan.
Fuck!
I'll let you have that. Sure. I'll let you lose your characters the way you want to. That's yeah. Okay. Yeah. Two of you have taken your own lives at this table. Strahd. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Can I have like a moment here to figure out how to react to
Yeah,
exactly
totally.
that? That's
Yeah,
a
go
lot.
for it.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
With my final, as like I'm like, can I gasp for breath as I'm stabbing myself?
Yeah, of
I
course.
turn to Mo and I hold out the sun sword.
Okay.
Okay. There's gonna be a few things. There's gonna be a little bit of chaos again. I'm sorry, but
Go for it.
so a few things happen. One is that Tim looks at Alessandra's motion to commitment to where she's from, and he understands that if someone like Alessandra is doing that, then it must mean that this is either a nightmare or this is what needs to be done in the grander scheme of things. So Tim is going to replicate Alessandra's actions and
Shit, Tim.
slurp up the holy water that he had here and stab himself with his own wooden stake.
I would like to clarify
And
that the holy water does not hurt any of you. The stake definitely does.
It's all symbology. It's
Sure. Go for it.
He just knows that that's what Alessandro did, and from the very beginning there was this sort of like the bond of like, well, this person knows a little bit more and is doing a little bit more than the average person who's just observing the world. So he's like, clearly that like we have been brought back to life for this. Thee is stuck frozen, the youngest of the bunch, and he does not know how to handle this, and he just simply looks around and does not react. And Mo, in his last attempt, holding both the wooden stake and taking the sword of light from Apollo, just leaps across the table, stake against his chest, sword straight towards Strahd, and just begins wailing and flailing in order to attempt to either kill Strahd in this last moment here, or kill himself trying.
Strahd definitely kills. Which one was it that attempted this?
Mo. It's just in
Mo.
that moment he just
Yeah.
looks at Apollo and says, "I'll give it my fucking best,"
Yeah.
and just goes, leaving just
Yeah.
Fee alone to like observe his brothers dying around him and remain motionless.
Yeah. Strahd kills Mo as he makes this attempt towards him.
Does the blade just land on the middle of the table?
The sun sword never intended to actually fight Strahd, and the blade does not even come out. The blade's one goal was to survive, and it knew Strahd was the one thing that could kill him, and it never intended to fight him.
In that moment of betrayal, Mo will look at Thee and communicate just that to him, and Thee will remain motionless. Only
Jasper?
Thee remains.
How does Jasper respond?
I think it's obviously a horrible moment. It's something so horrible of like feeling the need to do that because of the hatred of your circumstances. Like, that's a very heavy thing and not something she would have witnessed like ever. I think for her, she always understood that the pursuit of power involved sacrifice because she has experimented on like small animals with different spells and stuff, and some go well, some go wrong, and she's kind of accepted that that's a part of it. And so I think she understands it's an honor to participate in this level of power that she never thought she would have. But I think she is definitely struggling with the idea of like, maybe there are sacrifices that aren't worth it for the pursuit of greater knowledge of magic, and a greater relationship with magic. I think she is also very frozen watching this happen, just kind of trying to process it all of like, I wanted this and this is a great situation for me, but I never wanted to force them into this. And just like kind of trying to go over the like, what could I have done differently? Could I have pushed them through the portal? Could I have encouraged them to go through the portal? Could we have tried to escape in other ways? Just kind of going over all that. But I think ultimately she knows that the grief will pass now, knowing she has hundreds and hundreds of years ahead of her. But I think it definitely takes a very long time. And she isn't quite fully comfortable in her position with the court and in how she interacts with them for very many years.
All right. Well, that's the conclusion for this part. I do have an epilogue, a short epilogue for this ending. So is Thea and Jasper are the only two who survive here,
And the monkey.
and the monkey and Mortimer. Although we don't really know if Mortimer is actually sentient. Okay, so as this all unfolds, Strahd says, or after this is all unfolded, Strahd looks to the dead and he says, yes, this does happen from time to time. Some people just aren't willing to join my court, and that's their right to make that choice. He's going to look to Thea and Jasper, and he's going to say, well, while it was difficult to get here, welcome to my family. It is now our family, and you are now full members of the court. And he's going to pull out, funny enough, the Tomb of Strahd, and he's going to flip to the back of it, or to one of the more recent pages, and there's going to be the names of the four of you, with descriptions about who you were or are, and the portraits. And next to Jasper and Thea, he's going to cross out Tim and Mo, and he's going to write worthy next to Jasper and Thea, and he's going to write unworthy next to the rest. And he's going to close the book, and then he's going to pull out a piece of paper and hand one to Jasper and one to Thea, and he's going to hand you a pile of letters. On the paper is a list of names, and he's going to say, your first task as members of my court are to deliver these letters to the names on this paper. And these letters look exactly like the ones that first invited you to this realm. And the portal that originally was offered to you back to the tavern where this all started opens up again, and he says, go forth and bring me more champions. And that is the end of our campaign.
Okay.
Oof.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
I would like to say a prayer.
Sure. Yeah. Well, thank you all for playing. That was certainly an
this was the
intense,
challenge.
emotional ending. I hope you all had fun. I know that might not have been the ending we all wanted, but
It was an interesting one.
it was an interesting ending. Thank you all for playing. I had an absolute blast DMing all of this chaos, and I hope you all had a very fun time playing it.
God, now all I want is like the epilogue of like, how do they act within this court? How do the like politics of it?
And
It
can I? Oh, wait!
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait!
Yep.
Can I? He said, "Spread forth the message," right?
Yeah, he handed you letters and names and said, "Go invite the next round of champions." Basically.
Okay. What can I try some things?
What do you? Okay.
It does. It could be a cliffhanger. That's all I'm saying.
Sure. Well, yeah. What would you like to try? Be in and out
Okay.
over very short trench, or a very not fitting well in this trench coat anymore. Being by
You know
themselves.
what? Yes.
He is in an
Very,
oversized
very,
trench coat.
a very unfitting individual
Yeah.
wearing a very ill-fitting coat. arrives on the doorstep of the duchy.
Ooh.
A
Ooh.
faint knock, knock, knock upon its grand doors.
What did you do with the letters that you were given by Strahd?
Oh, I have all this trench coat that I'm not using because of reasons.
Oof. What are your intentions?
To
Or what are
knock
you
on
trying
the
to do?
door
All right.
of the name that I've had many years to study and many
Sure.
years to understand and address and how to address.
On the manor door of one Duchess Katarina Holt.
Uh, oh yes. Okay. Can Brian? Do you want to take it, or I don't know how to?
Brian, absolutely go ahead, and if you want to play like one of the characters who would be back at your manor, absolutely go ahead.
Sure, I guess I can go. I guess the door would be open, and it would be some sort of a manservant that would be answering. I'm guessing this is kind of late at night, right? Given your condition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
he'll look eye level at first, and then seeing that there's not anything there, kind of adjust his sight down.
Yeah.
May I help you, sir? We don't normally take visitors at this late an hour.
Uh, yes, but I wouldn't consider myself a visitor of those who reside in the duchy.
And he pulls that letter and he says,
Perhaps you should consider me a friend in this accord.
and he looks at what's on the porch. Is there like a nearest sort of object?
What are you looking for?
Something breakable, knockdownable.
I mean,
Oh,
Potted plants.
there are definitely potted plants there. Some of them in pottery that is fancier than you might see in like a modern like garden.
Fee gives a quick kick to one of the potted plants while holding out the letter and says,
I knew if sorry.
sorry. He's trying to allude to something without being very direct, but he does say, I'm a friend of Madame Brighton, and
Yeah, you see his eyes go wide at that, but he's letting you continue.
as a friend of Madame Brighton, I seek to clarify what has recently been done.
At this, the manservant will his eyes will and features will kind of sharpen back up to his normal kind of almost hawkish gaze, and he'll give you a kind of deeper regard and say, "Come in, I shall fetch the mistress."
Fee follows exactly where he is led and sits there patiently with the letter in his lap, awaiting someone of perhaps in his mind Alessandra's same demeanor and presence.
You'll be led to a study, and you'll notice pretty quickly after you're led there will be a couple of guards that are posted on the inside of the room. And then after some time later, not a long wait, but like not quite immediate either, in will walk another couple of guards, this time escorting a not elderly but aging woman. She's still kind of in her nightgown, um, and her hair is let down, but the way that she carries herself, you can tell that she is somebody of great station and is well used to that sort of power. And she won't sit down. She'll just stand across the study from you and say, what happened to Alessandra?
Thee pays no mind to any of the guards at any point. He only looks up when he sees this woman enter. And with the letter on his lap, he raises it up and says, I hear that you might be seeking power of untold magnitude, as a tears begin forming in his eye and his lips purse in an attempt to communicate the truth. And his lack of involvement, and perhaps even more so, his involvement in maintaining one's life that was much closer to hers than his.
At that, her features will tighten up some more, and you'll see she doesn't quite comprehend the full situation, but she sees an obvious amount of pain, and she'll reach out and carefully take the letter and open it up.
I assume that
read it.
she'll recognize its words.
Oh, she does.
When she
Yep.
looks up from the letter after recognizing it, Thea will just simply be nodding as she looks back at him.
Then is the threat is not dealt with then?
A slow, subtle shake.
Will you stay the night here? I believe we have much to discuss.
Thea stands up and says, I have until I get to that door. And he points to outside. And he attempts with his eyebrows to communicate the subtlest notion of removing suspicion.
Okay. I guess at that, she'll say, if you're looking for ends, I recommend the White Horse. It's about 2 hours south of here.
Then I shall take my leave. Oh, sorry, go on. Go on.
Yeah. I hear the barkeep there is particularly discerning of people's tastes.
In common, Thea says, I've always hated the taste of red wine, but I think she already knows what he means.
Yeah, and she'll just say, me as well. I've always preferred a white. But perhaps together we can plant more white grapes than red.
Thea, in that singular moment, will flash Apollo Andar's holy symbol from inside his trench coat, dangling right out at the back of it as it trails along as he goes to leave the door. And he says, thank you, madam.
No, thank you. Thea, was it?
He says, that's Timothy, madam.
Thank you, Timothy. You can't know what you've just done for me.
He pinches his face a little bit, puts back on his hat of disguise, and hides the tears and walks away.
Kind of chokingly as he's walking out, she'll say, light guide you, Timothy.
And the moon as well.
And she'll nod.
That's all. That's all I'd like to do. That's all I'd like to do.
God
that's okay.
damn.
Is that okay?
No, holy fucking shit.
Please, Theo, please.
Jasper, would you like to give your epilogue?
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ, I made myself so sad with my campaign.
Yes, we made ourselves sad.
Oh God. Let's retcon this whole fight. Y'all found Strahd's crypt. Strahd's dead as Lamau. Jasper, go ahead and give your epilogue, please. What does Jasper do upon receiving the letters and the names and being told to go spread spread more invitations.
I think there was a recognition of like, okay, one round calls the next, which calls the next. And so I think she kind of also understands this might be her only allowance back into the real world. And so I think she's going to take the moment and the opportunity to visit her patron. And even though communication may have been a little strained or a little awkward, she is still somewhat close to her patron, even though there's a past there, they both do care for each other. And so I think she visits her patron and tries her best to communicate without going into too much detail a little bit of what has happened, that she's encountered another great source of power, that it's come at a great cost, that she has lost friends along the way, and she's, still doesn't know how she feels about that. They know each other very closely. It's probably her closest connection in the real world. I think her patron definitely notes a change in her, not simply for the fact of being physically undead, but I think she also notices a change in her as a person. And I think she just has this very vulnerable moment of like, well, I don't know what to do with all this. And of her patron just offering her sympathy, perhaps not offering a solution, but just an understanding of how difficult it must be. I think she lets her patron know that being Fae, being a trickster, she doesn't know how all of this would work in terms of offering her the same power, but that if she wants, they could, she could join her in Barovia. And I think she just expresses that if she is going to live in eternity, she would like to have good friends around. And I think she extends the invitation. Maybe she's not fully allowed to, but she will extend it anyway.
Very nice. Let's see. Mortimer's epilogue. So Mortimer has just witnessed all fucking hell breaking loose. People have died around him. He, after all, was a child, and this was extremely traumatizing for him. Mortimer eventually does make his way out of the castle and back to the shop, Rictus and Mortimer's. Strahd, of course, let him go. He's a child. He's innocent. Even though he took some horrible shots at Strahd's wall. Upon getting back to Rictus and Mortimer, he opens the door, and Rictus is inside. And there's a horrible burn spot in a corner. And Mortimer is incredibly sad, and he's got tears on his face. And he's still trying to process everything that he saw. And he comes inside, and Rictus, seeing his grandson crying, shouts at him, "You fucking idiot! I leave you alone for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you set the fucking house on fire." And he just berates and belittles Mortimer. And that's Mortimer's epilogue. The monkey stayed with Jasper, and we all lived not so happily ever after as slaves to a vampire. Or at all, some of us didn't live at all. Cool. Well, I think that we did a D&D campaign, and lots of stuff happened. And thank you all for playing, and thank you for playing the campaign that I threw together.